You are traveling somewhere as a group. You're either headed somewhere that's like quite far away, or maybe you could be wandering a bit more aimlessly, looking for work or something like that. And it's been a long day. You've been traversing through hills and scrublands, and it's dry out here and nearly barren. You haven't seen much water for some time. And it's the late afternoon. The scorching sun is setting, and the golden light of the late afternoon is casting these long shadows off scattered trees and rocks. And you see something in the distance. Looks like some smoke. You see some hills, and as you approach, you begin to see what looks like buildings. You finally reaching something that looks like it might pass for civilization. It's somewhere you might be able to rest. And as you get closer, you can see that it is in fact a small village, just in this shallow valley with these low hills around it. Really more of a depression than a valley. And as you approach, as you get closer, you see there's about 20 slumping wattle and daub hovels, kind of clustered around this sun-baked brick square with a kind of shitty-looking muddy well, and it's surrounded by these wilting fields full of kind of slightly distasteful vegetables like turnips and black squash. And you see some people about, some very scruffy-looking, soiled, malnourished, sickly-looking individuals, either laboring in the fields, carrying various objects this way and that, or just kind of standing around aimlessly, arguing with each other, or in many cases, they appear sort of drunk, but predominantly just pretty wretched looking in general. But you need somewhere to stay and restock on provisions, so you kind of ask around for who's in charge, and you're directed to a slightly larger but still shabby looking hut that's kind of near this muddy well in the village center, and told to speak to somebody that the townsfolk refer to as Head Woman Jane. And as you approach this hut, you can see who you think is probably Head Woman Jane sitting on a wooden stool, leaning against the wall of the hut, and she's like drinking from a clay mug. She's got a pretty filthy look about her, a bit dirty faced. She's got greasy dark blonde hair, and she looks a bit kind of drunk herself, maybe even like irritated as you sort of come up and interrupt her relaxation time or whatever it is, and she sort of swills her mug as she talks, and you can like smell the smell of like turnips and alcohol wafting out of this mug. And when you ask her if you can have somewhere to stay and provisions and all that, she says,
"Well, I suppose I can set you up for the night in the old shed. You'll have to share it with the pigs, of course, but at least it'll get you out of the elements. As for food, we ain't got much round here but pumpkins, but there is plenty of turnip wine, so there's that at least."
And she looks you up and down, and she kind of has a thought. She says,
"Am I right in thinking you might be sellswords or adventurers or something like that?"
And let's do some character introductions. If you, I'll go through in like alphabetical order, character order. If you each want to describe your appearance, maybe maybe if you can tell us what you think maybe might have given away that you're a sellsword or adventuring type, or what makes you not look like that at all, perhaps. And also, what's one thing maybe that everybody else in the party would know about you, given that you've been traveling together for a little while? We'll start with Sir Dunning of Kruger.
Yes, Sir Dunning. Look, I'm gonna read what I wrote in his appearance thing. It says, magnificent, truly a gift from Torm himself, towering and broad-shouldered with the physical presence of a warhorse in full plate, immaculately trimmed hair and beard, eyes like forged steel, and a jaw you could split wood on. Haha, yes, just wonderful. So, Sir Dunning stands at a full 210 centimeters. He's quite tall. He's 120 kilos, and he is just this beaming, charismatic, always smiling, always laughing kind of guy. He's clad in a very fine tunic over the top of chainmail, and you can clearly tell that he comes from wealth to some extent. And carries with him a great big shield and a sword. It is very obvious that he is a warrior of some kind. And one thing that you would all know of him, having traveled with him, is that his confidence is not necessarily always backed up with competence.
All right. Awesome. So he almost looks more like some sort of official soldier than a sellsword, I guess.
Yeah, he looks very much like a knight.
All right. She definitely looks impressed as she looks you over. Jenko Jenkins.
I think Jenko Jenkins and Sir Danny make a good tag team partner there. He's standing next to him. He's 7'11". His muscles are just gleaming. He's a Goliath from a hard day on the road, and he's ready. He's looking for his next challenge. He's up and about. His confidence matches Sir Dunning as well. So I think that sounds like a good making there for a ragged tag team. Yeah, and that's where he stands at the moment. His hair's billowing in the wind, whichever direction he looks.
Yeah, there's like no wind in this village. It's just like dead. The air is just kind of like dry and still. Somehow his hair is billowing. All right, Okam.
I think we've got an abundance of overconfident people here. So Okam is an Assamese 6'2", used to be a soldier in the army, and he then decided he was to make a mission to swear to protect people. And he's kind of a good-hearted jock. He's not the brightest one in the world, but he's got charisma. He's quite strong. He's wearing chainmail. And he's sworn to protect, but really he's decided he wanted a life of adventure. So anyone who can find a protect on the way is more of a side product, but he's keen on it. He's enthusiastic, and not the smartest, not the wisest, but things sort of work out for the best for him. So he's pretty cheerful normally. So I think it's a good mix of overconfidence. I'm thinking maybe someone should have been a rogue.
Yeah, I mean, this party.
Don't you worry. I'm very sneaky.
All right. And lastly, Solomon.
Yeah, Solomon is kind of a darker skinned, covered in druidic tattoos looking man. He's kind of got a beard. He's very ragged, but his outfit looks fairly nice, but obviously very kind of vintage. Beside him is his dog Rufus, a very strange looking dog with a horn poking out. Kind of a weird vibe to him, but you see him, he's only really friendly towards his dog Rufus, and he's kind of antisocial towards everybody else. You know, he mostly works as a tracker, occasional bounty hunter, kind of mostly sticks to the woods. You know, his his old friend Smiggles, the hermit wizard, introduced him to Jenko here. And he's just kind of, it's easier to do jobs with others, so these are co-workers, not really his friends, but Rufus is his only friend here, of course. And he would die for him.
All right. So I guess is he a little bit quieter than everyone else in the party? Like,
well, he's kind of like going up to Rufus, going, here you go, boy. Oh, there you go. Give you the chin scratches. Here, take it. Takes out some like jerky and hands to him. There you go.
Awesome.
Right, okay, let's hear about this job then, if you got something for us.
Yes, well, head woman Jane says,
Well, that's good then. The reason I ask is, well, if you're going to stay for a bit, thing is, we could actually use a bit of help around here. A little problem that's come up recently, which these poor sods are too hopeless to do anything about. She kind of like points over at some of these real ragged people walking by. She says, a few days ago, we was just minding our business when some bandits have come through the town here into broken huts, as we affectionately call it, or not so affectionately as the case may be, and they basically took over for about a week, did whatever they pleased. The fools here were too weak to stop them, or too drunk. Probably the latter, mostly. In the end, we only got rid of them by telling them about all the riches in that old weird prison tower nearby. That kind of piqued their interest, and they left after a while. But before they left, they took our cup, our bejeweled cup, the only valuable thing that we've got here. She kind of like looks around. It's very obvious to everyone there's probably not much value in this place. And it's not just valuable to us in a literal sense, but also it's it's got sentimental value. It was passed down to us. And so if you are looking for work, and especially if you're gonna stay here with the pigs and all, we thought maybe you'd be willing to see if you could chase after them bandits. There were a couple of drunk lads from here that got themselves worked up and went after them a couple of days ago. But they ain't come back neither, so we thought maybe you'd be interested in checking it out. What do you say?
Ah, yes, good woman, you needn't fear, for there is nothing that myself and my good associates here can't handle. Bandits, fear not. I'll tell you what, even this so-called poor fare of turnips that you speak of, my friend Solomon and I can make that taste better with a DC 10, I believe.
A DC 10? Are you sure about that? Have you seen these turnips?
Nothing we can't handle.
Look, I can make some magical berries, and they can fill our bellies if we really want.
Blimey, magic, and one as shiny nearly as the sun.
She kind of like, just the sun's like glinting off Sir Dunning of Kruger's armor.
Well, and you're a big one, and you.
She looks at Okam.
Your eyes are glowing. That's pretty reassuring if you're gonna do a task for us.
Yeah, and it helps them see the nighttime too. But I'm glad you feel confident. We're happy to help.
Well, what would you like to do? We can have you here for the night, or you can get on your way.
And this prison tower that you say the bandits went looking for, how far is it?
Oh, it's about an hour's walk away from here.
Yes, probably about 45 minutes for us, let's be fair.
I mean, we can try and catch them at night by surprise, or we can wait till morning for the light.
At this point, how long has it been since we've had a rest? Are we tired? Is it late in the day or? You said there wasn't much water around. Do we need to replenish or eat?
Yeah, you're probably pretty exhausted. Maybe some of you don't want to let on that you are. I don't know, but like. And it's probably around like 6 in the evening. So yeah, it's starting to get pretty dim, and yeah, pretty tired, pretty hungry.
I'd go for an ale and something to eat, and then we head out before the crack of dawn tomorrow.
Oh, ale, that's fancy. We ain't got no ale.
Turnip wine would be spectacular.
All right, well, you can find some turnip wine at over at Uma's hut. She makes the wines, and usually there's a bit of a gathering there after sundown.
Everyone else cool with that?
Yes.
Yeah, all right.
Excellent. Off to Uma's.
I'm gonna forage around for some mistletoe, but you fellas go ahead and do that.
Jenko might ask Lady Jane a question before we head off.
Okay.
Hey there, Lady Jane. This tower that you're talking about, is it guarded, or who's a resident there?
Oh, well, it's a pretty strange tower, actually. It was built out of the petrified head of a long deceased treefolk titan some time ago, maybe about 80 years ago.
Not as big as me, though.
Quite a bit bigger than you, actually. But whether or not it's guarded is a matter of a bit of debate, because many of us around here think it's probably haunted.
Interesting.
I wouldn't worry about that, Jenko. Probably
no
wives' tales from some shitheads.
And these bandits that you spoke of, about how many of them, and how are they armed? Not that it matters, you understand. Like, we can handle anything.
Oh, well, there was 5 of them, and they were pretty well armed to the teeth, I'd say, but not as well armored as you.
And this cup of yours, I assume we will know it when we see it. Is it obvious?
It should be pretty obvious. It's a bejeweled cup. It's a it's like golden, and it's got gems and things stuck to it.
It's not got any strange magic powers or anything, does it?
Not that I know of.
All right.
It was stolen by the previous wise woman, Higrin, from the Crusaders that came through these parts when she was a child. They was the ones what built the tower out of the treefolk titan's head. It was supposed to be a prison, apparently. It was they came through here and they kind of ran the whole area for a time, and they built that strange prison out of the treefolk's head, and they proclaimed it a tomb for a so-called hated pretender, some kind of heretic. And these crusaders, they dragged this heretic in a sort of a coffin-like cage, so it said, dragged him all the way into this prison and locked him up in there. And some say that if you head over there in the night time, as sometimes people do on drunk dares and what have you, you can still hear the insane cries of this hated pretender emanating from the tower. Most of us aren't brave enough to try to go in there anyway. It's locked. There's a locked gate on the front.
So there's only one prisoner. Well, sure, that should be fine then. Not a problem.
Yeah, I doubt any of that will be relevant.
That's if you believe the stories. I will say by now, surely, that prisoner's long dead. That was over 80 years ago.
Who has the key to this tower? Who is the current jailer?
Oh, well, after some years, the Crusaders simply upped and left the place. We don't know what happened to them. We don't know anything about the key either.
Should have brought that rogue.
The bandits have a key.
Well, there is a cave nearby the tower, so maybe the bandits was staying there. But basically, we was trying to get rid of the bandits, so we told them that there's a bunch of treasure in the tower, because we thought it would entice them to leave, and it worked, as I said. But actually, there is rumored to be some treasure in the tower, and we don't have any interest in that. You can, of course, keep whatever you find there. We just want the cup back. These are all rumors, of course. I can't guarantee anything.
Well, we can either try and pick or smash the lock. That should be no problem.
What was your plan if there was no treasure in the tower and they came back?
We didn't get that far.
That's not a plan.
Have you seen the play The Magnificent Seven? I think I have a plan.
We don't have many plays around here, I'm afraid.
Yes, we're the Fabulous Four.
The thing is, we figure there's not really much valuable in broken huts anyway. So, as long as they left, they weren't likely to come back round here, we thought.
You mean the Fabulous Five? Don't forget Rufus here.
Oh, there you go, Rufus. You're a good boy.
Okay, any more questions?
I think we're good.
Uma's, Pigpen, Cave Tower.
Excellent.
I'm heading off to pick some mistletoe for dinner.
Alright, if you want to find some mistletoe, which I assume is for
Goodberry.
Maybe just give me a survival check.
Yeah. I mean, I could just pull it out of my component patch.
And you need Smiggles here. He'd find it.
I actually think, given that this area is dry and barren, and it's also been like pretty warm, scorching, that it's gonna... Let me just determine randomly if there is even mistletoe in the area. Okay, there could be mistletoe in there. Oh, okay. Alright. You are able to find... Maybe, you find this like copse of trees, and it's a little bit kind of shady in amongst some of these hills some way off. You have to like travel a little bit of a distance away from this Broken Huts hamlet, and you find a little bit of mistletoe in some of the tree branches here. You have to like kind of climb up and get it.
It's a pretty hardy plant. It survives even in the winter. I get Rufus, go fetch that mistletoe. I get Rufus to climb up and grab the mistletoe. He goes woof, and he grabs a branch with his teeth.
But you just trying to annoy me.
With my climbing dog, yes.
I was saying before that I find it weird that this beast of the land has a climbing speed. But yes, it is a magic dog with a glowing green horn, so fair enough.
And I make 10 good berries.
Alright.
And I'll go to bring those back to everybody else.
Do you hand them out in the village, or are you just giving it to the other party members?
Well, I give it to everybody else, and if nobody mentions it, I just give all the extras to Rufus. He doesn't really consider many others.
some of these people that are sort of hanging about, getting drunk and whatnot, and kind of eye you suspiciously as you like leave and return with your strange pet, feed it these berries.
Have one of these. It'll keep you fed for a day. I toss one in Okam's and Sir Dunning-Kruger's and Jenko's mouths with a dexterous thumb flick.
Do they all have to catch it in their mouths?
I was going to say, can I roll to see if I catch it in my mouth?
Yeah. Give me a... I don't
Slide
know.
of mouth.
Acrobatics check?
Yeah.
Just maybe a dex? Just flat dex, I guess. Yeah, give me acrobatics.
Acrobatics, cool.
I mean, I could do an attack roll.
Hey! Oh yeah!
Hey!
We've done that before.
Well, you caught two at once. Good job.
And then, still chewing on the good berry, Sir Dunning pulls a jug out from his priest's pack, pops the cork, and just holds it out to the group and says, "Sacramental wine, anyone?"
Oh yeah, brother. Bring on the wine.
Hell yes.
I'll take some, I guess.
So I'm assuming we're in Uma's now. Is there anything going on in Uma's?
You are sitting outside Uma's hut on various kind of misshapen, different sized stools, and there's a couple of wooden tables, and there's a bunch of ragged, drunk people kind of sitting around drinking turnip wine. And maybe if you sit there long enough, a fight breaks out between a couple of these village folk, but otherwise nothing in particular.
Can I break up the fight?
Yeah, you can break up the fight between.
Can I tell who started it, and if anyone is in the right or the wrong?
Okay, let me see. Okay, it is two women fighting over. What are they fighting over?
A man.
Turnip.
A good berry that fell on the ground.
Oh no, the good berries.
The last roll. The last dinner roll.
Yeah, maybe they're fighting over. I'm gonna say one of these. Like they're fighting over their allocated turnip plot in the farm in the sort of farming area outside of the town. They have like a disagreement about like, you know,
The area past that tree is mine. It's always been mine. That's ridiculous.
you can kind of get between them and like hold them back as they're trying to.
All right. Well, if there's no like clear kind of who is the villain here, he's just going to get in between them and do the classic, just like palm on the forehead of both of them and hold them at arm's length and just say, now, I'm sure the good woman Jane can sort this out for you in the morning.
One of them.
And he's going to pour them a little cup of the sacramental wine each and give them that.
One of them just kind of storms off while the other one takes the wine and says,
Thank you. That was getting out of hand.
You are most welcome.
So I hear you're going to be heading out to get our chalice back from the prison tower.
Ah, yes. We'll take care of these bandits. Don't you worry.
Yeah, you know that place. I think it has a powerful curse over it. That's what they say anyway. I think probably those bandits are long dead. That'd be my suspicion. So you might not have to worry about them at all.
Then the chalice will be no problem.
Who says we're worried?
Well, that's good that you're not worried then. Do you have somewhere to sleep?
The shed, I believe.
Oh, that's nice. I've stayed there a few times. It's a pretty nice shed.
Is there anything that anyone wants to do in the village before getting some sleep and heading off? Do you want to speak to anyone?
I need to try a turnip wine.
All right.
You can try the local culture.
You can buy some turnip wine for like basically just like a copper piece. Maybe give me a con save.
Oh.
This makes you like
powerful stuff.
Instantly sick to your stomach, and not just because it's
stuck to the berries, mate.
Not just because it's like powerful liquor, but also because you feel like it's a bit off. It might have some things other than turnip wine in it. It tastes absolutely foul, like wet hay and maybe some urine. And for a 5, I think you come pretty close to retching after drinking some of this wine.
Jenko's just patting him on the back. That's okay, buddy. Get it all out.
All right, none of that. Any more of that blessed wine?
Yes. I can add a dash of holy water if you want.
All good, brother. Try the turnip wine.
All right, I think we're probably done then.
All right. So you can, after you drink some various types of alcohol and have something to eat, you can head over to this shed, this little barn, and sleep there for the night. And you wake up sometime around sunrise. Maybe it's like around like 5 in the morning or something like that. And you kind of get your possessions together and clean your weapons and do whatever else it is that you do. And you head off in the direction of where you've been told you can find this strange tower. And so you leave this depressing little village behind and head into the wilderness, and you're heading towards what looks like a little bit more of a mountainous area. The ground begins to kind of slope upwards, and you eventually come across a small stream. Maybe you were told that you can follow this stream to this tower, and you follow this stream. It takes you about an hour to get there, mostly just over this kind of hilly, rocky grasslands, and eventually you reach this valley at the base of where these hills kind of begin to kind of rise up a fair bit more, where the grasslands begin to meet these sort of rocky bluffs and things, and you see ahead of you this pretty soon this monumental wooden head that kind of stands at the base of these bluffs, besides this gnarled solitary tree, and you begin making your way over to this tower, which is clearly an ancient head of a treefolk titan. And you can see as you get closer, it's got this like stone crown around its head, which is sort of forming these crenellated parapets on the roof of this tower. It looks like it's been converted into a tower, so it's kind of got stone parts as well as this like kind of petrified wooden face, which just has these like gaping wide eyes and this huge like jawless mouth at ground level, which looks like it would serve as the entryway.
Yeah, if I can, I think Solomon's gonna look around to see if there are any definitive-looking bandit tracks heading towards the actual tower itself, or if they really do go into a nearby cave or something.
Yeah, give me a survival check. Well, give me a perception check just to see if you can just see these tracks.
I was going to say, can Jenko assist with that as well?
Yeah, that's right. You can.
Actually, he's going to deny your help, and he's going to have Rufus give him help sniffing out these tracks.
Okay.
I don't need your help. Rufus will help me out with this.
He's a good boy.
All right, you can roll with advantage. Well, if Rufus is going to do that, so are you rolling as Rufus?
I'm having him give me help.
Okay, that makes sense.
Help sniff it out.
Yeah, 22. I will say that you can see that there are several tracks in the grasses around here. It's a little bit more moist than some of the grasslands that you've traveled through, some of the scrub lands you've been through, partly because of this stream that's kind of running through the lower part of this valley that you're in. And it looks like there are some tracks kind of moving down towards this stream and then perhaps back up to the tower, and you look over to the right of this tower because it's sort of built near the base of these bluffs, and you can see that it looks like these footprints lead over to these bluffs, and you kind of follow them up. Maybe you go over there with Rufus and you sort of look up and you can see a few meters up what looks like the opening of some kind of cave in the rocks. Maybe you see something kind of hanging in the cave mouth. Looks like some sort of fabric or something like that, kind of like blowing in the wind.
Solomon whistles everybody over. Says, I think they're held up here, boys. And I point over to the cave, kind of looking entrance.
Is the cave easily accessible, or do we have to climb to get to it?
You have to climb a few meters, maybe 4 or 5 meters. It looks like it's not too difficult, but you wouldn't be without risk of a sprained ankle or a scratched shin.
Stand back, gentlemen. I'll show you how this is done. And he's shield on the back, sword away, and he's going to climb up.
All right, give me an athletics check.
Oh, 12.
That's right. You're pretty heavy with all of your armor on. You at one point sort of dislodge a rock and it kind of goes tumbling down and nearly hits like Jenko in the face. But you manage to like kind of stabilize yourself and like pull yourself up the rest of the way, and you kind of reach the ledge where this cave is, and you can see this hanging fabric is just like a pair of pants and a shirt that look like they've been hung to dry, you think, off like just some kind of plant growing out of the side of the bluff.
Can I see into the cave at all past them?
It's pretty dark in there, but it's probably
I'm going up
maybe
there, back up.
All right, anyone who wants to follow him up, give me an athletics check.
Yeah, I was just going to ask.
I'm actually gonna pull a grapple hook out of Rufus's backpack and I'll throw it up.
Okay.
If there's no immediate threat, I'm happy. Like Sir Dunning's happy to reach down and help anyone up.
Give me a perception check if you want to see if there's if you want to keep an eye out for any immediate threats.
Would you believe he is not particularly perceptive? Oh, it's all right. That's a 14.
You just hear the breath of this cave, as it sounds like air is kind of moving through from somewhere deeper in the cave and almost like creating this like whistling sound as it's like blowing out of this cave. You don't smell any smells or hear any movement or anything like that.
I mean, if it's even vaguely ominous, or maybe just the fact that there is clothing there that looks like it's been deliberately hung, I think he's going to get his shield and sword out and just sort of stand guard while the others come up.
Okay. Everyone else is able to make it up there fine as well.
I haven't rolled mine, sorry.
Oh, okay.
I thought someone was going to use a grappling hook or...
I did use the grappling hook, yeah.
Yeah, if you That's all right. You're fine anyway.
Cool.
But yeah, you can maybe get that grappling hook lodged in between some rocks and kind of use that to climb up.
I mean, standing flat on the ground, Jenko's already 2.5 meters up that 4 meter cliff.
That's true. You can just give everyone a leg up.
Yeah, you see Rufus like walk up vertically, like insanely.
Stop it. All right. What do you do?
Sir Dunning pushes the pair of pants aside with his sword and walks into the cave. Shield up.
We're really gonna catch these bandits without their pants on?
You head into this cave. It is it's about like 3.5 meters in height, and maybe something like, I don't know, 10 meters deep, something like that. It's this big round cave. It's very dark in here, and you see what looks like near the entrance the remains of like a campfire or something like that, and you see perhaps a couple of pieces of food that's, leftovers from food that's been eaten here. Not much else, but you notice as you walk in that you have to kind of step up onto what seems like not a natural kind of ledge, or this big like stone slab that sort of extends into the cave on the ground. And the back part of the cave just has this flat ground that seems quite unnatural to you as you step up onto it.
Well, I can't see any people or any kind of creatures in here at all.
No, it seems abandoned.
He just calls out, "It's all clear. Come on in."
Sorry, can you describe the platform again?
It is just a big stone slab on the ground.
Sounds like a portal to somewhere. Anyone have any detect magic or anything, or are we all just...
Yeah, hang on, I'll perform a ritual.
Or are we all just meatheads?
I pull out
brains of the operation.
I pull out some like dust from my magic pouch and like kind of wave it around my nose and kind of snort it a bit. All right, let's see. And I ritual cast detect magic.
Okay. You don't detect any magic in this place. Just a mundane cave.
My senses aren't telling me there's anything magical here, just a cave.
I'm going to go up and poke it with my sword.
The slab?
Yeah. Does it do anything when the sword goes over it or anything?
Do you just poke it? Or you kind of dragging your sword across it, or?
Yeah, a bit of both. Poke it. If it doesn't do anything, just drag it, wriggle around.
So it's basically just like a horizontal surface. It's just like the ground, and you probably have to step up like, a couple of feet to step up onto this slab. And so if you just kind of scrape your sword across it, maybe you move a little bit some of the dirt and dust that is lying on top of it, and your sword kind of kind of like catches something as you drag it along.
Something. Can we brush it off? I'll get up on it. I don't think there's anything wrong with it. I think there's something written on it, engraved in it.
Do you get up on it?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, nothing happens.
Okay.
So do you have dark vision? Does Okam have dark vision?
He's got vision, but I'm trying to look at it on here. I can't see it in here. What the I think it's dark vision.
I think he does. He does.
Does he see anything different?
How do you wipe away this dirt?
That's what I'm trying. I don't have. I've got my traveling clothes. I'll get them out of my backpack and sort of brush it off a bit.
That'll do. You can brush away this dirt and you begin to see these symbols etched into the surface of this stone slab. And as you kind of clear it away, you can see that these symbols are sort of etched into this slab in what looks like a big circle. They're just all of these kind of markings that form this like large circle on this slab.
Do I have any idea what language it's in?
It's not a language, it's just like notches.
A notch.
Anyone want to have some nachos? Anyone up here?
I mean,
I have
just
no idea what it is.
I think you would just probably recognize that it looks like some sort of large... It reminds you of like a sundial or a clock or something like that.
It looks like there's a clock up here.
Would there happen to be two circular dials, like one that will rotate within the other?
No.
does the sun shine in here at all?
It's dark in here at the moment. There is like a little bit of light filtering in from the cave mouth. You don't see like a kind of a spot of sun in particular. How do you investigate?
No. I just wanted to know if there's any, like, because if it was a sundial, I'm thinking there would have to be some kind of sun coming.
Yeah, it does seem strange to you that there is what looks like a giant sundial in the middle of this cave. And
checking
there's
out
like
the
no
roof.
sun in here.
With my dark vision, I checked it out 60 feet. So can I see the roof? Can I see any gaps or holes or anything where light would come in?
Yeah, you scrutinize the roof for a little while and you eventually do identify what you think is a hole. In the ceiling, kind of like directly above and kind of going off to the right. Maybe to the east, you think. I'll say that you can see this hole because when you look up into it, you think that you can see like the sky on the other side of it. It's maybe
amazing.
only like a couple of meters until it hits sky.
All right. There's a hole up there.
Maybe it's some kind of like star chart or something.
Or a calendar.
Something like that.
There are 12 notches around this circle, and each notch is sort of divided into 4 smaller notches.
It's a clock or a calendar.
I mean, 4 weeks in a month, 12 months in a year. If we're taking normal world calendar rules. Seems to make sense to me.
In the center of the dial pedestal, is there any recesses or openings, or just flat with notches? Like, if I was to put something in the center of that dial.
Oh, like is there anything in the center, like a...
Yeah, like maybe a
clock
recess
shaft?
to... Yeah, correct.
No. Nothing in the center.
Can I see, even if I have to walk back out the mouth of the cave, how far away do I think the sun is from a position where it might go down that hole? That makes sense? I did not articulate that well.
Yeah, no, I know what you mean. How far is the sun? I'm just trying to think like how you would judge that.
If the sun rises in the east and it's pointing towards the east.
Yeah, like you do think the hole is pointing towards the east. The sun, like is it in a place where it's going to specifically shine down this hole? I mean, maybe give me a nature check.
Nature, oh, here we go.
Well, nature is really an intelligence check, isn't it?
You want
I don't know. Maybe give me
insight?
Maybe a. Oh yeah, insight's not bad.
Kind of
Yeah,
a
give me an
geometry
insight
track.
check.
Insight, let's go insight. Oh, 5.
You you feel like maybe at some point, I mean, the sun is like, it's in the morning, the sun is in the east. You don't know.
I'm struggling
might
to
have
locate
passed
the
it.
sun.
It's hard to tell. It's just hard going outside to know exactly the angle that the hole is kind of going up at, and you can't exactly like triangulate from where the sun is and where this hole is. The other end of the hole would be like another short climb up to the sort of top part of the bluff above the cave.
All right, so Dunning bravely climbs that short climb.
Okay, I won't ask for an athletics check for this one. You're able to climb to the top, and you can, sure enough, find this. Well, you can give me an athletics check if you want to.
He's got a +6 for athletics.
I mean, I could just have Rufus.
There we go.
There.
21.
Excellent.
No. Stand back. I've got this.
You clamber up there pretty athletically, and you can find the other side of this hole.
Nothing else around it?
Nothing else around it. It just kind of comes out of it's like it was like born directly through the rock.
He calls down and he goes, "Hello down there!" And then he listens to see if there's an echo.
Everyone else can hear him. Yeah, there probably is an echo.
Maybe don't alert the bandits to our location.
It'll make them easier to find.
That's not wrong.
All right, he climbs back down.
Does it seem like there's any trace of the bandits leading further in?
Further in to the cave?
Yeah.
No, you don't. The cave has like a back. Like it's not like it leads like further into like a cavernous area. It's just like a small cave, like a hollowed out.
Just a hollow cave with a strange calendar in it.
Yeah, but I will say though, Sir Dunning, that while you're up there, you can like look down at the top of this tower that was built out of this Titan's head, this treefolk Titan's head, and you see something strange on the top of the tower. There looks like there is like a, it's like the battlements of the tower, and there's like a structure there, like a sort of a like an enclosed structure, and across from it there's this kind of terrace, and there appears to be some sort of object there that is like glowing, almost like sparkling in the sunlight. It kind of it catches your eye from up here as you look over there. It's like this like glint catches your eye. A flash of gold.
Like of gold.
Mm.
Okay. What sort of object are we, like, is it a small object? Is it large? Like, what am I?
It looks pretty small. It's hard for you to see exactly what it is, but when you look at it, it's very bright. It's almost like somebody's got like a mirror, and it's like reflecting like sunlight directly at you. So it's kind of, you can't really see what is causing the reflection.
Can I try and catch the reflection on, say, the blade of my sword and shine it down the hole?
Oh.
A little bit of a zone puzzle.
I don't know if it would, if you're, let me see, as you're kind of standing up there and it's sort of coming up. I mean, how shiny is your sword? And would you also be able to kind of get low enough?
That seems way too smart for Dunning to do anyway. So.
Let me, I like that idea though. Hold on, I'm going to make this random.
Can I make a roll to see if some part of my armor or sword or shield just accidentally catches the light and shines it down the hole? Danny,
no. I don't think it would be bright enough for it to like really kind of bounce off you and shine down the hole in any kind of way that would be significant enough to light up the clock or the sundial or whatever it is anyway, so.
I'm just going to have a go casting the light cantrip. Put my sword down, cast a light cantrip on it, and then walk around the circle with that, see if that causes any effect at all. So
you're in the cave walking around the circle? It doesn't really show you anything, except that I will say that, and actually Jenkins, when you were saying, is there anything in the middle? There was no like clock shaft or whatever, but there, I will say that you can see with the light cantrip more clearly that there does appear to be a image of like a flaming sun in the middle of this clock. But you don't see anything else. Nothing you can interact with.
Before I come down, is there anything else up here that Sir Dunning can see?
You notice the light of the light cantrip kind of shine up from through the hole as you're standing up there. But
does anyone
else.
have a mirror? Oh, I didn't get one. Bugger.
I guess he heads back down then.
All right.
And he tells the others that he can see something shining, something glowing on the top of the tower.
I think
we found the cup.
I think maybe the bandits just spent here the night and left up their wet clothes. And they probably headed into the tower looking for that treasure.
Yes. Well, let's go check the tower, I guess.
All right, give me another athletics check as you climb down. You got this grappling hook. I guess I said that you were able to kind of like... you can roll with advantage if you wish.
I'll do the safe method, and I'll use my climber's kit to anchor spike to the wall and just climb down from that.
Okay, sweet. Yeah, you can definitely roll with advantage with a climber's kit.
I'll let everybody else use that if they roll bad.
What's the effect that's on Solomon?
Jenko would use it.
Oh, it's concentration.
Oh, no.
That ends now.
What are you concentrating on?
Oh, that was just detect magic.
Oh, yeah. Sweet. Solomon fails the athletics check. Even though
Pull on my
got
ass?
2 10s.
How high is it?
It's only, what did I say, like 3 or 4 meters. You just kind of like, sort of lose grip as you're climbing down and just kind of slip a little bit and like scrape yourself. It'll just be a very small amount of damage. You take one slashing damage. You manage to catch yourself.
And
you don't like
looks
fall to the ground.
disappointed.
I lost my foot in there a bit. And Rufus just walks vertically down and goes, oof.
All right, once they're all down, Sir Dunning will lead the charge straight to the tower.
Up the mouth.
All right. So you head over to the mouth of this tower. You see this big gnarled tree standing next to it with these thick branches and sparse foliage. And you can see as you walk over here that the eyes of the tower are barred. You know, it has 2 eyes because it's a big head. And you look in through this large opening that is the mouth, and you can see there's like a wall of pitted iron bars with a gate at its center. The hinges of the gate are rusted and it looks very old, and you notice that the lock has already been smashed, and in fact the gate is propped open by a stone.
Well, no smashing required. It's like they did it for us.
Let's go.
All right. You head in through here. You can see there's like you're in some sort of antechamber floored with dirt and drifts of dried grasses. And I will take us over to this map as you walk in. And there's like this kind of dim light filtering in through this doorway. It's pretty well lit in here because of the light that's filtering in. And there's like maybe a couple of small gaps and things that you see in the walls. Even though this looks like it's been built out of a petrified head, the inside of this tower, the walls are like lined with stone, and the floor has been tiled with stones as well. The ceiling's about 3 meters high, pretty high ceiling, and you can see above this these like aged wooden support beams that are supporting some worked stone, obviously the floor of the level above. And you can see in here, it looks like somebody has camped in this antechamber a couple of times as well. Are you able to move your tokens around? Yeah, sweet. Yeah, it looks like there's like some kind of piles of rocks and things in here that also look like pretty old campfires. At least 2 of them, maybe one of them is a bit newer. And you can see that there is this like... Ooh.
Sir Dunning goes straight in.
You see that there's this area that Sir Dunning just kind of like storms into. in the center of what looks like this it's kind of like this like central chamber where there are like multiple openings leading off into other chambers. And on the floor here there is this like large like circular section of the floor which doesn't seem to be as dirty as the rest of the floor. For some reason it is quite clean and you can see the stone in the floor very clearly. And this whole area just smells of death and rot. It's sickening, and there are flies buzzing around as well. It smells like something died in here quite recently.
So I was going to say that Sir Dunning is ignoring all of that and he's just shield up, sword on top of the shield, looking for bandits. But as soon as he smells death, that piques his interest as a paladin. So
okay.
Can I use...
Well, before you use anything, I'll just finish.
I've stepped on something. Do that. Carry on.
Yeah, you've walked into this like this clear area, and perhaps as you walk in here, you kind of look down and you notice that there are these etchings on the floor. It looks like there is like a circle of symbols and things that has been kind of like etched into these like jade plates that are like inlaid into the ground. But nothing actually happens as you like storm in here.
Okay. Once he kind of gets the smell of death and maybe sees these symbols and things, he's going to use a channel divinity to do a divine sense.
Okay.
I don't actually know how I cast it with this. Use ability, consume one of the abilities, and then it just gives me open my awareness to detect celestials, fiends, and undead for the next 10 minutes within 60 feet.
Okay. And how does it work? Let me see.
It says, so I know the location of any creature of those types within 60 feet of myself, and I know its creature type. Within the same radius, I also detect the presence of any place or object that has been consecrated or desecrated, as with the Hallow spell.
Okay. Just trying to work out if you can essentially like sense these things through walls. It kind of seems like you can. It doesn't say anything about
what's
them.
the Hallow spell say? It's probably got a thing on it. Hang on, I'll check. There's normally like 2 feet of stone or something will block it. Oh no, that's not the same. That's the ritual thing.
Oh, hallow is different?
Yeah, hallow's for the consecration or desecration.
It's, yeah, Hallow's just
Divine
like,
sense.
like a divinely protected place, usually.
Yeah, I just thought I could
Just
remember.
within 60 feet.
Yeah, I just thought I could remember that it's like, you know, it's only if they're like visible to you, but it doesn't seem to say that here. I don't know if it's changed or if I'm thinking of a different spell. But I will just, I'll just run with, basically, when you do this, you were like, as you like kind of tune in to this area around you and sort of reach out with your senses, you are almost immediately like overwhelmed. You detect an enormous amount of activity all around you, above you, below you. This whole building is like teeming with, you think, actually some kind of celestial presence. And there's actually so much of it around here that it is difficult for you to isolate any particular location. And in fact, as you are kind of looking around, reacting to this, you think you see just visually with your eyes over in some of these other areas here and here, movement, things kind of flitting around in the light. This whole area is kind of lit up a little bit by, like I said, the light coming through the entrance and by some gaps in the walls and things like that. And you just see this kind of movement in the light, just kind of moving around.
I think he lets the others know. He says there's a celestial presence here, and then shield and sword up. He's gonna head in and check it.
Just a quick rules check for everybody. Divine Sense used to say if it's not behind total cover, but it doesn't now, which I guess it just means generally anything within 60 feet. So.
Interesting.
Just the kind of the strength of that presence, does it feel like it is just coming from the head itself?
No, you definitely think there are like beings here.
Moving.
Yeah.
Okay. Do I see any?
Yeah, you see in the light, briefly to the left and to the right, you see kind of movement, like things sort of like flickering and sort of kind of drifting around. This whole place seems to be teeming with activity. Okay. As you move into this room, I'll go with Sir Dunning first, seeing as you moved in here first. You can see, well, you and Okam both, you quickly see the source of this stench. There are multiple corpses in here. At least 5 you see lying around in various positions. They look like they have been torn to pieces. There are huge blood stains, huge patches of blood on the ground. These corpses are missing limbs. They look like they've been stripped of their clothing and their possessions. And as you walk in here, Sir Dunning, you see directly ahead of you what looks like a stone throne. But it's unusual in that it is covered in metal spikes. And it also looks like it has kind of dried blood all over it. And you see some kind of plaque written on the wall above this throne. There's actually a sort of a cylindrical bronze pole of some kind, like leading up the wall behind this throne, and there is like a stone, or maybe like a kind of a clay like plaque that is like set over this pole, and it has some writing in it. And Okam, in here you can see that you see firstly some of these like corpses. You also see along the walls there is like a series of small, quite badly damaged stone tablets that are kind of like embedded in the walls that are displaying like relief carvings.
Okay, I want to do 2 things. I want to look at the bodies, see if we can find the chalice anywhere, but also want to check out the carvings.
Okay.
But if the bodies are completely stripped, there's probably not going to be a chalice in there.
I think as Sir Dunning sees the bodies, he calls out, I think the bandits have stripped these bodies bare.
Unless they're the bandits. That's what I'm thinking.
Ah! You may be right, brother.
Do they all have pants on?
They don't seem to have any clothes on. None of them have any clothes on. Yeah, just one of them doesn't.
Yeah, one of them doesn't have pants.
But I don't see. So all of
Solomon's more invested in the valuable jade that's apparently inlaid within this circle here.
the movement that I was detecting, I don't see anything actually in the room that is moving.
I'm going to say that...
Or was I seeing the fluttering? Or am I just sensing it?
I'm going to say that materializing over here... Maybe here you kind of see something as you sort of turn around to speak to the rest of the party. You see some sort of spectral something kind of appear over here. It sort of materializes in the light that is like coming in from the door. And this thing, as you look over to it, you see what looks like, it's kind of like this, it's strange, it's like this winged lattice of light with what appears to be the face of like a child, like an infant. And it kind of opens its mouth, and its mouth kind of extends much further than you would expect, and it has like these long like teeth in its mouth. And it's just made of this kind of bright, sort of burning energy. And it just kind of like appears and just opens its mouth and just sort of hovers there, like stares at you across the room. Maybe it's here, like next to this throne.
Okay. But it doesn't seem to be coming at me with any kind of hostile intent.
It's not doing anything other than that yet. And I'll go over to Okam as well. Okam, you wanted to check these bodies. Well, you don't find anything because they're just basically naked and like... were you just looking for the chalice?
Well, yeah, just quickly for the chalice. That's my main interest. And otherwise, I just want to look at the carvings on the wall.
Give me a perception check.
Oh dear. Where are we? Perception. It's not going to go good. Oh.
I will say, as you're kind of looking around to see if this chalice is sort of lying next to any of these bodies or anything, you do see something on the other side, maybe just over here, on the other side of this like section of this room. Just lying in the ground. It doesn't look like a chalice, but it looks like some sort of small object. And you can go over and have a look at what it is, and it looks like a ring.
Okay, whereabouts did you say? I didn't see any indication.
Yeah, just approximately where you're standing. It looks like a ring with a gem in it. Maybe just like a clear gem.
All right, I'm just going to pick that up and put it in my pocket at the moment.
All right.
Yeah.
At that point, does Sir Dunning say anything about this spirit?
He's going to
Or
call it
whatever
out.
it is.
I mean, he's kind of told the others that there's a celestial presence. Then he says, "We're not alone here," and he's still shield up, just sword pointing at it. But if it's not coming for him, because it was a celestial presence, he's kind of less concerned. So he'll tell the others it's there.
As Okam responds to this and comes over here, another one of these strange things appears here. This one also kind of made out of this bright sort of energy and sort of drifting around here in the sunlight that's streaming in. This looks like a bit different from the other one. This looks, it has like a human form. It appears to be this human that's like on fire. And its face is like twisted in agony and hatred as it just kind of like leers at you.
Okay. going to hold up the ring, show it to them, put it about a meter in front of me, and then step back.
You mean you like leave the ring on the ground and then step back?
Yeah. Maybe they're missing their ring. Maybe that's why they're annoyed.
You know, just because something's divine doesn't mean they're nice and dandy. They could be not.
That's all right. We can take them out if they get nasty.
As Okam's doing that, I think Sir Dunning kind of over his shoulder says, "Any idea what these are, brother? And can I make any kind of check to see if I know what this is?" Which I have no doubt I'll be great at.
I'm going to say that in this case, you are not able to identify what this is.
Okay.
You've never read about something like this. Even all of your religious knowledge doesn't help you. This looks like something you haven't seen before or haven't heard of. But Okam, as you back away from this ring that you place on the ground, where do you move to?
Just back a meter. I just put it down, kind of almost in front of them, and then step back a meter.
Maybe move your token where you mean when you step back to there. Okay.
Yep.
I'm going to put us in initiative.
Man, that's so ungrateful.
So to roll for initiative, AJ. I like that. It's better than Adrian. Go to the top right-hand corner and click on the two crossed swords icon, and then
I got 22.16.
Oh, you've already rolled for initiative. Okay,
I
sweet.
don't know what the 0.16 is.
That's just like a tiebreaker that's automatically on there in case people roll the same thing. Okay, as you step back from this ring, this strange glowing spectral entity begins to sort of move towards you as if to move over this ring. It doesn't seem interested in the ring. It begins moving towards you. What do you do?
Man, we're in combat. Are we going to combat? Or do I just wait to see what it does?
You don't know what it's doing.
I'm just going to get ready to swing with my greatsword, but I'm holding it unless they attack me.
Okay.
Or attack someone.
All right. It begins to pick up pace as it drifts over this ring and flies towards you, and it kind of opens its like agonized mouth and like reaches out with its hands, and it is going to fly directly through you. And this is it's not exactly an attack, but I'll say that as this happens, give me a con save before we do your held action.
It's not doing a con roll.
So if you left click on your token and then go to the sort of chat on the right, you can just click the button that I posted that says DC 11 con save, and that'll automatically do it for you.
Oh dear, doesn't look good.
Okay. You feel searing pain pass through your body as this spirit kind of reaches you and begins to pass through you, if it is a spirit, whatever it is. You can react at this point with your sword, if you wish to.
Yeah, sure. I'm going to hit it with my sword.
All right.
And where am I? There. Sorry guys. Got to find my sword.
So in your character sheet... Oh, there you go. Sweet. And then in the chat on the right, if you just hit the attack button, it'll roll the attack. Yep. Nice. And give me the damage.
Do I roll the damage?
Yeah, just in the same way that you rolled the attack, if you just click the damage button, it'll give you a little dialogue and then you can just hit normal.
Sorry, I'm not seeing the. Oh, I'm not seeing the damage button.
In the chat on the right,
Yeah.
the chat feed.
Sorry, there was two of them up there. Two of the silver greats. I was looking at the bottom one.
Oh yeah, I see. Yeah, so that was the attack roll, and the damage is in the box above it. Okay, sweet. 12. All right. This thing is still going to pass through you though and cause you this searing pain as you like swing this sword at it. It kind of lets out this like loud kind of almost like a screech, but it's like very breathy. And it seems to react to your sword, and you almost kind of part it with like some of this fiery sort of essence that kind of sprays out into the chamber behind you. But you still feel this searing pain, and so you will take 6 radiant damage.
I'm sorry, I missed it again. Where do I apply the damage?
Oh yeah, so if you select your token and then go over to where it says 6 in the chat, you can either just click the apply button or you can right click the 6 and scroll down a little bit and hit apply damage.
Since you're an Azamar, you should have resistance as well. So
To Celestial, yeah.
In that case, you can right click the 6 and just go apply half damage.
Ah, it's in there. Okay, cool.
There are these little buttons there, but I haven't ever used them myself. Okay, Jenkins, what do you do?
It's like, oh, it's on now, brother. He's gonna run forward into that position. Forearm, clothesline.
Clothesline.
Try to.
All right.
You're gonna clothesline a ghost.
The people's elbow.
Oh, there's always a first time there, Solomon. His wraps are magical. I don't know if that affects it. Just for your reminder.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, okay. That's a hit. This thing has already almost kind of dissipated to some extent after taking Okam's sword through its kind of spectral body. You just kind of jump in and and as you do this, it just like kind of dissipates, scatters away, and disappears. And when you do that, this being over here with the weird childlike face appears to sort of rush away and kind of disappear. And we're out of combat.
Well,
I don't know what the hell that thing was, but the bandits kind of had a nice time here.
well, I'm getting that ring back.
Ooh, I've got the EBGBs.
Well, what is that? What's that ring you found?
But I'll also say, Sir Dunning, if you still have what was it?
Yeah, I think it's 10 minutes.
Yeah,
Divine Sense.
even though whatever that being was has disappeared and the other one has apparently been destroyed, you don't get the sense that you're alone now at all. There's still a lot of activity flitting around in the light areas of the room, but just nothing materializing.
Of this room in particular.
Even this room, and you sense presences below you and above you.
Okay, he says that to the others. He says that they're still here. They're still in the room.
All right.
Was that ring you found special at all, or just a nice fancy ring?
I don't know. I showed it to the other guys. It looked like a nice ruby ring. That's all I got.
I'll just do a little detect magic ritual just to see if it is magic at all, or if it's just a valuable object.
How long does the detect magic ritual take again?
Just a minute.
1 minute?
I assume that's what most rituals are.
I thought a ritual added like 10 minutes.
Yeah, I think it's 10 plus what the casting time is.
Ritual cast time. Me. Oh, I closed my handbook. Hang on.
Well, while he's doing that, can I check out the throne? Is there anything else to see there?
Yes, the throne. Sorry, hold on a minute.
Oh, it is 10 minutes. Okay, I won't do it if it takes 10 minutes.
Okay. This throne is, yeah, just this big stone throne, and it is covered in metal spikes and blood, and there is this inscription written above it in a strange language.
Okay.
And there's this
my
kind
languages aren't on the card again, but I think I had Elven and Dwarven, so I doubt it's one of those.
What languages does everyone speak?
I think I got Draconic and...
I've got Goliath.
I've got Sylvan and Druidic.
Yeah, so Okam, although Sir Dunning, you are not able to read this, Okam, you can read this. It appears to be something written in Draconic, and you can kind of get up a little bit closer to it, and you think it says, where is it? You think it says, despised by the light.
I think it says despised by the light.
Well, this must be the Pretender's throne, so to say. You know, apparently they hated him. Maybe they sat him here so that's to get pointed by spikes.
Is the writing over here the same writing?
No, that writing is, nobody is able to read that.
Pretty sure that's just magic runes, I would assume.
You can give me an Arcana check if you want to confirm whether or not it's magic runes.
Sure, I'll do I probably have the most magic here. I'll do a Arcana check.
I will be able to tell you this.
I have no idea what this is. Apparently he has every idea what this is. Yeah, I got no clue what this is. You got any clue, Kruger? Or Dunning?
Oh, hold on. Let me see. Arcana. Because you're not proficient in Arcana, and we already had a check. Well, 19's pretty high. Yeah, okay. I will say that you think these. You're pretty sure these are some sort of ward rune that are designed to prevent movement through this area.
I let everyone know that.
Well, maybe they're supposed to stop these spirits from escaping.
Yeah, which I just actually realized I kind of fucked up because I had one of these beings like move over here.
Well, no wonder he dissipated so quickly.
That was just Jenko's forearm that made it disappear. Helped it along.
Wow.
Yeah, let's just retcon that and just say that fight was a little bit, just slightly over here instead. Maybe you even noticed as you kind of stepped back, Okam, that this thing did appear to be sort of unwilling to cross over that barrier. As it sort of passed through you, it then kind of, sort of seemed to be squished between you and these runes on the floor.
Okay, maybe I should pry out the jade from this circle then, alright.
No one wants to sit in the Iron Throne, because I'm not really tempted, actually.
I'm going to move over here.
I'd rather not.
Is this stairs?
Yes, that looks like a stairway going up.
Shall we go up, brothers?
Oh, and down. Sorry. It's a stairway that looks like it's going up and down.
Well, you said there were bad things up and down, so it's either way.
There are also these galleries with these kind of series of small damaged stone tablets all around the walls, which Okam wanted to look at.
Yeah.
Seeing as they are just there and you can just kind of visually look at them, I'll just say that you can notice pretty quickly that many of them are like smashed or kind of chiseled at, scratched at. But you can see they look like they're sort of telling a story. And you can follow them from the room on the left where the stairwell is all the way around to where you are now. And you see images first of this rather cruel-looking overlord casting spells and commanding an army of pretty savage-looking soldiers that are like pillaging towns and things like that. You see further along this same cruel overlord tormenting and torturing captives during an oppressive rule, maybe kind of sitting on a throne. And the most damaged carvings over at the end are images of this same cruel overlord being defeated by warriors with gold masks under a shining sun. And the very last image is this overlord is being pushed into this what looks like a coffin.
Right. Well, I guess headwoman Jane was right with the story.
Well, you shouldn't always believe the stories of the victor when it comes to war. Maybe this guy was chill, who knows? I mean, these spirits certainly weren't very nice to us. They seem to be glowing gold people, I would assume.
You can't exactly like associate these beings that you saw visually with the gold masked soldiers in the artworks. You're not sure. Maybe.
Just a guess. So up or down, what do we think?
I'm easy.
I say up. And he starts heading up.
I mean, you saw the cup up, didn't you?
Yeah,
Yes.
the glowy, goldy, shimmering cup.
Seemingly.
Okay.
Alright, we go up the stairs.
Go into this area here.
Oh, yeah. I'm up.
Just before you, maybe just, I'm just going to move your token and just say that you kind of come up here. Just before you move around, just wait till everyone's come up here. Alright, I'll just move that red. Okay, you come up into this fairly dimly lit area here at the top of the stairs, and you're just in this bare and desolate room with a stone-tiled floor, and there is an open wooden door here, and it's very light outside the door. You can see that there is a lot of sunlight from the morning sun streaming in through what you think are these 2 barred eye holes that are here in the next room. And this wooden door that kind of leads into that room where the windows or eye holes are, it's just this solid oak door that's just kind of like swung open. It's just kind of like hanging there off these like rusty hinges. And as you kind of climb to the top of the stairs and you look over there, you see more of this activity in this light. Something kind of moves by through the light. Some sort of presence.
More of those little spirits. And Sir Dunning will move through the door.
They're pretty annoying.
Are they attracted to the light or something, perhaps?
Sir Dunning, as you storm through this door into this lit room, you can see the floor here is like covered in stains, and it's also like scattered with bones. And you see what looks like another corpse over here that is sort of leaning like slumped against this wall. And this appears to be some sort of like inner room or a separate room from the one that you're in, and there is a closed wooden door in that wall. And you also see to your left in the light a huge number of these strange phantasmal beings, and they are sort of drifting around in the light. And as you walk around this corner, they're just in these sort of swarms of like energy drifting around, and they appear to become like aware of your presence, and you can like sense these celestials kind of turn their gaze at you. And many of them take on all kinds of different horrible forms. There's one that's like this serpentine wraith with this ethereal golden skin and like burning human-like eyes. And another one is this illuminated, floating and featureless heron that has this like long beak that's kind of like snapping at the air. And all of these swarms of phantasms begin moving towards you. And they seem quite menacing, so let's roll for initiative.
Maybe. Did that roll? Why did I not roll? Ooh.
All right. Oh, also, you don't have your dog Rufus. My bad.
No, well, I haven't necessarily had a turn yet, so I would have brought it up if I had my turn.
Tied him up outside.
Yeah, maybe move Rufus where you feel he would be in this room.
Well, he'd probably be behind me, so that's probably exactly where he'd be.
All right, and he just goes like on your turn, doesn't he?
Yeah, he doesn't finish.
Okay, sweet. All right. Okam, what do? You can't exactly see these phantasms.
No, but I'll go. All right. I'll hit him with my sword.
Okay. So this is like a swarm of these beings. And it is, as you come around the corner, perhaps you see Sir Dunning reacting. Or I don't know, maybe he's not even reacting. What is Sir Dunning doing in reacting?
He went around the corner, shield up. So he's kind of gone in, check those corners as he's coming around the corner.
You're just reflecting the light back at him.
Yeah.
Okay. And so
Okam just
Okam
called it out.
Comes running around here and sees this swarm moving towards him, and you just run straight up to it and swing your silvered greatsword.
Oh, swing and a miss.
Yeah, that's a miss. They kind of like scatter as you swing this sword. They just, and then kind of like come swarming back together again.
But I still damage him.
Oh, because you have some kind of.
Oh yeah, we've got.
Yeah, greatsword mastery
things now.
Same
The
thing.
graze.
Yeah, it does damage even if you miss.
Ability modifier. So it's just an extra. It's just 3.
Yeah, it's the strength.
All right. And it's just damage? Is it a type of damage?
Same as the weapon does, which is a silvered greatsword, which is cutting, I assume.
Silvered.
So it would be slashing.
Slashing. Okay.
Better slashing with a magical weapon. Still slashing, I assume.
So is it a magical weapon?
Once it's silvered, yeah.
But silvered and magical, I would usually kind of treat a little bit differently.
When I did it.
That's your common magic item, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, I see. It's a magic item that is... Yeah, gotcha. All right. Okay. Maybe you kind of just catch one of these.
I mean, the description also does call it a magic weapon.
Yeah, that's what I realized.
Yeah, that's no bonuses.
Yeah, maybe as they kind of scatter, you manage to just kind of catch one of them. And you see some of these sort of sparks and it almost look like embers kind of...
And then I think as my... Oh, shit, am I going to do this? I'm going to lay hands on myself. Just to get those extra 3 points back or something. As a reaction. As a what's it called?
Bonus action?
Bonus action?
Bonus action.
Can you do it as a bonus action?
Pretty sure. Let me just check.
Yeah, lay on hands is a bonus action.
Yeah,
Oh, nice.
now it is.
Oh, awesome. Okay.
Oh, they changed it.
Spells, lay on hands.
I say awesome. I don't know how I really feel about it.
Oh crap! It's not spells here.
Hang on, it's let me see. As a bonus action, you can touch a creature.
It's in your features tab, which is the third down on the right. If you just click
lay on hands here, and I think I need. What am I?
Just click the like the image of next to the lay on hands.
Yeah. Oh wow, it's a bonus action. That's strong.
Roll
have you got it?
No. You just choose the amount of points to spend.
Now hit the healing.
Hands. What's the paladins thing to heal themselves? Sorry.
Yeah, lay on hands.
It is
lay on
hands.
hands.
You should just have a pool of 15.
Oh yeah, I did. It took 3 off me, but it was asking me to roll for it, so I don't know. I'll put it back on me anyway.
Yeah. It'll take 12 out of the 15 that you have, and then you can roll the healing by just in the chat area. It's produced this little box. There's a healing button there. If you just press that, it'll roll the healing for you. Oh no, because lay on hands just automatically does. Oh yeah, I don't know why it gives you that button. Okay, sweet. All right.
I'm done.
Okay, this swarm is going to regather before you, and it is now drawn to you rather than Sir Dunning, at least for the moment. And it is going to drift towards you and kind of begin, all of these strange beings just begin sort of flying all about you. And as they fly all about you, they begin sort of kind of flying through you and sort of strangling you in a way. So give me a DC 13 con save.
Not again.
Oh!
Alright, you feel this searing, burning pain as if you've been touched by the soul of the sun itself. Pass through your body, and you take 12 radiant damage as these beings continue to swarm around you. Jenkins.
And there was 3 ones in there as well. With the dice rolls.
Oh, yeah.
3 ones.
There's no way to apply that damage. Doesn't matter, I'll do it manually.
Okay. Can I move around to the right-hand side of the stair?
Yeah.
Okay, Jenko's... here. Jenko's making his way. He can see Sir Danny's laser focus. Here's some commotion. Okay, what's going on? He's gonna make his way in. So, 9. Actually, Sorry, if you don't mind, I'm just going to change my route.
You can just use the WASD keys or the arrow keys if
I
it's
think
easier.
it's going to count my movement though now.
Yeah,
One,
yeah.
two,
Just do it
three,
manually,
four.
maybe.
Okay. 1, 2, 3.
So that
Sorry.
it is basically occupying Okam's space, but I've just moved it slightly so that Okam can access his token.
Okay. I just wanted. Can I move into that position after that? I've gone around. It's not really 15. It's only
Yeah.
1, 2,
that seems
3,
fine.
4, 5. And I want to go run in there with a two-handed combo. Ba-ba!
All right.
Okay, let's go.
That's a hit.
The damage. It's 8. And then followed with a bonus attack, bonus strike. 18.
Yep, that's a hit.
Oh, good. Yep.
All right.
Aim. Cool.
These things are kind of, spraying out as you hit them, but you feel like, you're not kind of like contacting anything. You feel like you feel like you could, if only you could sort of hit something solid, you could do more damage that you're used to doing with this bludgeoning.
Doesn't Jenko have magical gloves?
Do those gloves actually affect his attacks? I thought they were just...
No, they're magical. I do get a +1 on my attacks.
Your unarmed strikes are considered magical. Ah, okay. I didn't realize. I thought you were just swearing. Nice. Okay, because of your magical gloves, you actually do feel that you're kind of punching through these strange essences. All right. Anything else?
Oh, sorry,
Okay.
that's all. Thanks.
This.
Sorry, I'm just going back a bit. That I'm also resistant to celestial damage.
Radiant.
Radiant
damage.
Okay.
Yeah.
You can just.
Necrotic and radiant, so I'll just put it back.
Yeah, just right click and give yourself half.
Yep, done.
All right. This other swarm of phantasmal beings is going to kind of begin drifting around. It's going to fly over here and begin swarming around Jenko. So Jenko, give me a con save.
Oh my god. These rolls.
Okay. You take 20 radiant damage.
Wow.
Yeah.
This.
So Dunning.
What type of damage is it? I'm just asking because I do have a feat.
Radiant.
Also, you said radiant.
Yeah.
Okay. Doesn't radiant. Okay.
I think Sir Dunning, watching his two homies jump straight in, is gonna just head here and have a crack at this closest one,
All
just
right.
with his longsword. Ugh,
That's a miss.
10. No, that's him then. I don't think I've got anything good with the bonus action.
Okay, Solomon.
Yeah, I'll go. Oh. I'll go here. Where I go? Interesting stuff going on here. Rufus is gonna come in. Woof.
Wait, can you share his turn with yours, or does he move after yours?
He acts on my turn, so I think
Don't you have to use
I
a
think-
bonus action to give him a...
bonus action to tell him what action to do.
Okay.
Oh, hang on.
What is it?
Yeah,
Beast... What is
I'm
it?
pretty sure that's
Where
how
is
it
it?
works. Let me make absolutely sure.
Primal Companion.
Beast acts during your turn. It can move and use its reaction on its own, but the only action it can take is dodge unless you take the action.
Oh yeah, it acts during your turn. Okay, sweet.
Yeah.
So I guess you use your bonus action and then you can do whatever you like. All right. Sounds good.
Well, I haven't used my bonus action yet.
Don't you have to do that in order to tell it what to do?
I have to tell it to do an action, not to move.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah. So it's gonna move. It's gonna move.
I'm going to say it can't move that way because it's kind of moving across the corner of a wall. So it'll need to like sort of move through your space. That's also why it's not letting you do it.
Then can he climb over me?
Yeah, he can not using a climbing speed. No, he can move. Oh, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter in 5.5. I realized it no longer gives you a penalty when you move through an ally, so it makes no difference. So yes, it can climb over you if you wish.
Okay, he'll just go here. Like, is it on their spaces right now?
It won't be able to go there because that is like the corner of the wall. I'm saying.
Oh, it won't be able to.
Yeah, it won't be able to go there.
Then we'll go.
And they are occupying these spaces.
Yeah, then it should just go there then, yeah. Okay, then if they're on those spaces and he's had a 20-foot run up, he's gonna do his charge attack.
Alright.
I'm gonna use my action? Can I do anything with my bonus? No, I'll use my bonus action to make him do his attack. If they're accompanying the same space as everybody else, then I'll just if I can just attack them specifically.
Yeah, you can do that.
I'll attack the one on the right, and this is going to be the charge attack. I can actually use the action on the sheets. That lets me. Oh, there we go. Would this count as flanked?
No. Yeah, 14.
14?
Wait, why is it red? I don't understand. But 14 hits.
14 hits. Okay, then I'll do the damage.
Okay. What kind of...
Can it be prone since it's a swarm?
Well, before we get to that, what is does Rufus, is this Rufus attacking? Yeah.
This is Rufus attacking.
Does it just do magical damage?
No, I don't. I think it's just regular damage.
Regular damage?
It later has a level up ability where it can use force damage.
Okay, sweet. You don't get the impression that these things will go prone as your dog sort of, what does your dog do? How does it attack these beings?
It kind of leaps across me and kind of does a quick kind of goes to nip, bite one of the spirits out of the swarm a bit.
All right. They kind of scatter a bit as it does that, and maybe it clasps onto one of them and it just dissipates in its mouth.
And then I'll go to Jenko. You're not looking too good, and I'll give you a cure wounds as my action.
Nice.
Yeah, that's 16 to you, Jenko.
Thank you, brother.
And that's it.
All right, Okam.
Sorry, Adrian, just to let you know, when I said apply healing, it actually took it as damage. So.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Cool. That's all good.
Sweet.
All right. Do I get to attack this dude that's just run through me again?
Yeah, you can do whatever you like.
Yeah, I can't click on him though.
What are you trying to click on?
Oh no, sorry. I was trying to click on myself there. Doesn't matter. How do I tell? I don't have to tell it who I'm attacking. It's okay. I just swing with my sword.
All right. And you're just attacking this one that's swarming all around you?
Yep.
This swarm? Okay.
God's sake.
Ah, that's a miss. They're just kind of darting around you, up and down.
I'm with another 3.
Paladins are
That's
winning.
right. You just managed to get a couple of them. Okay.
And no, I don't get to. No, that's it then.
All right. Give me another save, Okam. As these things begin to fly through you and kind of pierce your body. Yeah, just a con save.
Okay. Oh. Alright, that's better.
Nice. Okay, you take half of this damage.
And halved again, because I got resistance.
Yeah. Awesome.
So that's 12.
Which is like, what, 5?
Oh, so halved and halved again. So 12 and halved again is 6.
Yeah. 6?
Done.
Yeah. Yeah, that's kind of weird because you're doing it twice. Usually you would round down. You can just take 5, I think. I don't know how that works. Anyway.
I'll push myself up by a big 1 point.
Okay, Jenkins. You've got this swarm of beings swarming all around you as well.
That's it. He's gonna. I can step one space to the north still.
Yep.
I'm gonna strike it the first time, and then I would like to spend a key point.
Okay.
A focus point. So here we go.
That's a hit.
Cool.
Seven magical bludgeoning.
And I'd like to use a key point and use patience. Patient defense. So that's the bonus action will be the dodge action. That's the disengage and a dodge action, but I'm not going to disengage. I'll just like to take the dodge action.
So what are you doing, sorry?
So spending a key point?
To use a bonus action to take the dodge action.
Correct.
Okay. Alright.
And turn. Thanks.
Okay, this swarm is kind of surrounded, so it is going to... I'll just roll it here. Okay, it is actually going to swarm in Kruger's direction. Kruger, give me a con save.
Yeah, nat 20.
Nice. Okay, you just take half of this damage.
Ugh.
So just 7. 7 radiant. And
7?
Your turn.
Most of my stuff does radiant, and I feel like that's not going to be helpful. So I'm just going to hit it again. Well, I'm going to try and hit it this time with my sword.
Oh, miss.
Now, is anyone looking hurt?
I'm good.
I'm flawless.
All right. That's probably him then. What do they have?
Okay, Solomon.
Yeah, I'll do.
Oh, I think you're on mute.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna pull out some stuff out of my pouch, and I'm gonna pull out a magical thorn whip that I'm gonna strike at the left ones look weaker, don't they?
Yeah, there are fewer of them in the swarm on the left.
Yeah, I'm just gonna pull out a thorn whip and just start whipping at the swarm here.
Alright. Nice.
Okay. I mean, it's only a D6, but, you know, extra damage. We love to see it. It's magical at least.
Okay.
Yeah, and then Rufus here is gonna go woof, and he's going to attack the. He's actually gonna go here, and he's gonna attack that same swarm. Just try and focus one of them down first.
Alright.
Go get him, Rufus.
Oh,
Nice one.
Oh my god.
good dog.
While everyone else is like missing with their swords.
You're a good boy.
Is that the damage?
Apparently, yeah.
How does Rufus just like tear this like swarm of phantasms to pieces?
Yeah, you
Having
see,
the time of his life.
He ain't afraid of no ghost.
yeah, you see him kind of like, you see his kind of teeth just kind of like magically like extend and kind of his mouth kind of enlarge in a bit unnaturally and just kind of shred like a, you know, like a fork through chicken, you know? Like shred through the
Just like
swarm.
there's just like sparks and flashes of light going off as these things just some of them kind of fly off into the corners of the room and just almost like explode in the ceiling and shit, just leaving like scorch marks everywhere.
Good boy. Remember to tell me to give you a try.
Dog.
That's
Alright.
it.
Okay, Okam.
All right. Can I get to these nasties through everyone else? Oh, there you
yeah.
go. I'll
Oh,
attack.
you can't attack from somebody else's square there.
Oh.
Just move up the diagonal, yeah.
I'll attack the nasties.
Alright.
Maybe I'll hit my sword this time. I can only hope.
You just hit Dunning in the head, like dung. Oh, fuck. That's a miss.
I'm sorry, guys. I stole all the luck.
That's all right. That's another 3.
This yours does sprays damage.
Alright,
Otherwise, it'd be nothing.
Jenko.
Jenko's laying in there with his fists. I'll just take that. Yep. Okay, here we go.
Yep, that's it.
Cool.
Okay.
Bang. Again. Actually, this
Just
time
punching them.
Yeah, just punching
The
it.
heads are just exploding like
He might also spend another focus point and use the flurry of blows. So that's for another 2 attacks. I'll just spend it first.
Yep, that's it. Alright.
And one more.
That is a miss.
Boom. End turn.
Okay. Dunning, give me another con save.
Okay.
Sir Dunning.
That's a bit better. 16.
Alright, you just take half of the radiant damage. So just 7 again. And what do you do?
Swing away. $15.
Yes, that does it.
Got him.
Oh, nice. It's even like a cross on the dice.
Yeah. It's paladin
on the
dice.
die.
They always confuse me. The only ones like that, the ones that have like a fuck you for a 20 and a fuck me for a 1.
Yeah.
That's like I have no idea.
I've seen those. Alright, you just carve through a couple of them.
And I might, with my bonus actions, I'll just lay on hands myself
Okay.
for, I'll do 10.
Alright, Solomon.
He's gonna be whipping again.
That is a miss.
Oh. Now surely you got this, boy. Tear him up again. Okay.
Ooh, that. Oh no, yeah, that's a hit. Okay, 9.
And then, can I just have a look around the room? Actually, is there like, you said there's sun pouring. I don't suppose there's drapes in, so I can.
There's no drapes.
Stop the light from coming in.
No, there's no drapes, unfortunately. Nothing like that. But you do see, as you kind of quickly glance around, that there appears to be hanging from directly above you, like a sort of a, it looks like a hair rope, like some kind of rope braided and out of like, yeah, fibers and maybe hairs, human hairs, perhaps, something like that. And it's kind of attached to this like saggy, heavy wooden trapdoor above. Just this square in the ceiling. You're pretty certain it's a trapdoor. Okay, Okam.
All right, I'm going to try and hit him again. I'm getting over this.
Yeah, you got this. Smite that.
I mean, odds are I shouldn't say that.
I guess smiting is not a good idea.
Oh, that's a miss again. I mean, it makes sense. These things are just like flitting about, and you're just like trying to hack at them.
Fucking turnip one, man.
Yeah.
That's true. You're probably still feeling a little bit sick from the wine. All right.
And I might just, for the sake of it, cast myself a little bit. Nah, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Okay, Jenko.
And Jenko's just there, just punching and blading him in. The Rufus is at his feet, just like tearing at him. It's gonna.
That's a miss.
Oh, that's a miss. Second attack.
Does this thing make an
That's
attack
it.
roll, or it's just swarms?
You don't know anything about attack rolls. You are a man in a suit of armor with a sword.
Well, because I hit with my sword, it would get disadvantage if it does make an attack roll.
Okay, sweet. Good to know. Sorry. 9 bludgeoning.
Magical.
That works. The swarm is getting pretty small. There's only like 5 or 6 of these things flying around now. Okay. Yeah, unfortunately, well, it's just gonna do another save. So give me a con save.
Right. I'm the tank.
Ooh,
Okay.
Nice.
You take half of this radiant damage.
Ooh.
And what do you do?
Hang on. Why is that not minusing? I'm just gonna keep hitting it.
All right.
Yes.
That's a hit.
13? Oh, yeah.
Okay.
9.
There's only like 3 of them flying around you now.
That's me done.
You feel like because they're sort of encircling you and flying all around you, that allows them to sort of pass through you very easily and kind of cause you this damage that they're causing you. It's because they're like swarming around you in particular. You feel you're particularly exposed to them.
He's gonna remain there. He's gonna keep tanking it.
All right.
Just let Jenko just keep punching.
Okay, Solomon.
Yeah, he's gonna let his dog get the first hit on it. See if it, because Rufus loves to swat at birds. So
Maybe there is still that weird like heron-shaped one. Yep, you can bite into that one. Okay, he like tears that heron out of the remaining 3 of these. And the other 2 just kind of fly away and disappear. And
I don't know if you should be eating that boy.
Good dog. There you go.
And we're out of combat, but let's go for a 5-minute break.
Yep.
That's good. Thanks.
See you guys in 5. the last of these ghostly, radiant beings sort of disappears into the corners of the room. And this room falls silent for a moment. Although you can hear some sort of strange scratching sound coming from the other side of this wooden door here. But otherwise, yeah, there's like another corpse slumped against this wall. Light streaming in from these barred windows, and this what looks like probably a human hair rope hanging from the ceiling just over here.
Is anyone here desperate for some healing?
Not desperate, but thanks very much for the healing earlier.
Anyone? All right.
Not desperate. I'm down a bit, but he's alright for now.
Let's find somewhere safer if we're considering a short rest, but...
Oh, Angelo, you can see the hit points of the enemy.
Hang on, buddy.
Yeah.
Thanks for letting me know.
I just noticed that.
I think that is...
Oh yeah, I've been seeing this in the chat, the swarm's health.
I think that might be this module.
Why is this not doing
It's
any
going to
audio?
ask me to reload.
I can hear you, AJ.
Sorry?
Oh, AJ was just saying that he had no audio for a second.
Oh, right. But you can hear me. Sorry, I just had to reload. Hopefully that fixes that issue. Thanks for letting me know.
Yeah, it's disappeared from the tracker. I mean, not the tracker, but the
Yeah.
Yeah, that I've
thread.
had
Talk, Toby.
various issues with that
What?
module.
It's in your room.
Okay. Sorry, what were you guys doing?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna kind of be like, all right, there's something coming from this room, I think.
What type of door is it in front of us? Is it a timber door?
Yeah, it's like an old kind of rotten oak door with like rusty hinges and a rusty doorknob.
And I'm very curious about that trapdoor. Sorry, I had no audio at all there for a minute. Did anyone else suss out the trapdoor?
Well, yeah, I saw the trapdoor. I think it's probably some kind of there's probably some ladder to the roof or something.
Okay.
That would be my guess.
You also see Jenko Jenkins to the left of you over on this wall, just like there was behind the throne below. There is like what looks like this sort of bronze like cylinder running from the floor to the ceiling.
Okay.
It's like a pole or
above where the
pipe
throne
or
would
something.
be outlined, yeah.
Yeah.
Some kind of plumbing. Who knows?
Well,
it's
nothing
just
for
the
it.
stack.
It's either the door
Yeah.
or the trapdoor.
Is there
Of the
is there
tall
anything
throne.
around on this wall to the like 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock of Jenko?
You just see there's some dark stains and the remains of what looks like a bat. That's like both of its wings have been torn off. It looks like it's been partially eaten. Nothing else.
I think I go to like slowly like I'm gonna slowly open this door here, so just keep an eye out.
Yeah, cool. I'm just going to quickly lay hands on myself.
Okay. Solomon, as you turn the knob on this door and slowly pushes open inwards, and beyond this kind of rickety door, the reek of old death immediately like pours out from this black chamber and just sort of overwhelms you. And in this room you can see, do you have dark vision? Well, I guess light kind of streams in from these windows behind you anyway.
Yeah, I don't have dark vision.
you can see this like wretched den in here full of like trash and broken spiked furniture and like other like a kind of slanted old table and just like rags everywhere. There's like a nest of rags on the other side of the room. There's just a whole bunch of like junk in here. And it smells absolutely foul. You can see another couple of corpses lying in this room that are stripped and dismembered, as were the ones that you saw before. But you also see a creature in here. It looks like a human man that is sort of sitting like cross-legged in this nest of filthy rags. This like old man has just this kind of like wild like white hair and this like matted white beard, and he looks like skeletal, and he's kind of sitting there like stooped over, and he's just like gnawing on like a leg, just tearing like flesh out of this like human leg. And he kind of like looks up at you as you open this door, and you can see that like his lips are all sort of parched, and his grey skin is like bruised and burned, and he's like covered in these open wounds that sort of ooze crusted brown ichor. And he's dressed in rags, and you also notice that he's wearing this like nearly comical crown that's made out of small animal bones and feathers and twigs and bits of thread and stuff like that. And he looks up at you as you open this door, and you see this like flash of these huge bright green eyes, and he's just like, "Ah! Ah! Close the door! You're letting in the light!" Ah! He kind of stands up in these rags and like drops this leg on the ground.
I think Solomon just closed the door out of not wanting to deal with whoever this is.
Is my divine sense pinging undead at all?
Wait, hold on. Was that door open? Or did you close it?
Well, I did open it, and now I want to close it back up again.
Okay, you close it back up again. Sir Dunning, it's definitely been more than 10 minutes, so you would have to recast it.
Hang on, let me just check, because there's another thing that it does. So is that something that I want?
That can't be one of the bandits, can it?
No, I'll hold off.
Okay.
No, it's... yeah.
Solomon's just like, that surely can't be one of the bandits, can it?
Does he look undead?
That's all right. We can tag team it. I can do channel divinity.
Oh yeah.
I mean, he looked pretty rough to me. I wouldn't call him really living.
All right. So do I detect any of the undead or what else is it? Divine sense.
Yeah.
Celestial fiends, undead.
You also are overwhelmed by just by a large number of celestial beings that seem to be all around, below and above. You also get the strong sense that the creature in this room is indeed undead.
And was that door just open?
Yeah.
Just unlocked. Okay.
Yep.
Well, he didn't seem to like the light very much.
Maybe that was his throne downstairs.
You think this is the prisoner?
Potentially.
Didn't seem like much of a overlord to me. Looked like some kind of ghoul or something, if I had to say so. Certainly barely human anymore, if he ever was.
I'll say that you hear the voice of this ghoulish creature through the door.
What do you want? Who are you?
We're looking to find a cup.
A cup.
A bejeweled chalice.
I guess he's
Some
behind the
poor
door.
villagers are missing.
Go away! Or do you want to stay and be eaten?
No, just the cup's good.
You don't
I
hear
don't
any
know.
response.
I don't know if it's worth dealing with this freak.
I do not feel we can suffer the undead to remain here.
Well, I mean, he's at least intelligent of some sort. Whether sane, I'm not sure.
So Dunning moves up next to the door and calls through. What is your name in there?
You hear this kind of rummaging around behind the door. Something kind of thudding. As if he's like tipped over a piece of furniture or something like that. He's like,
What's your name?
What was the name we were given at the village?
The Overlord.
yeah, you were told that
I thought I wrote it down, but I can't find it.
Yeah, you were told that these crusaders, maybe 80 years ago, proclaimed that this prison was a tomb for someone they referred to as the Hated Pretender,
That's it.
which is their term for a heretic.
He calls out, "Are we speaking to the Hated Pretender?"
You just hear this like,
Ah!
I think you hit a nerve.
Well, I say either we check what's up that trapdoor, or we open this door and dispatch this fiend.
I mean, he doesn't seem dangerous. He just, well, I guess he is eating a person.
He doesn't want that light.
He's an undead man eating a person named the Hated Pretender.
Well, if he really is this hated pretender, then he's been here, what, a couple centuries? I don't know how old the story is. I doubt maybe it's even possible to kill him. If he's some sort of powerful undead or something, doomed to be here for eternity or whatever.
Does this door have a lock?
you don't see anything that looks like a lock.
Is there a table that Jenko can drag in front of it?
Out here there are some sort of trashed pieces of furniture that looked like they had spikes on them, but yeah, nothing like heavy, nothing significant. But there's like pieces of wood and stuff like that.
And you mentioned there was a fair bit of light still coming into this room,
Yep.
which you didn't like.
I'm gonna check out this trapdoor. Does it appear to be locked in any way?
If you reach up and pull on this hair rope, you can pull the trapdoor open and... Let me see. Yeah, the rope sort of pulls the trapdoor open, and the rope is... That's kind of strange how it's worded, but maybe this... How does a trapdoor work? Like, just trying to think like how you would climb up here. Yeah, maybe there is like also like a rope on the other side of the trapdoor. So when you pull this one open, this other rope kind of slides out and kind of like drops down before you.
Maybe some like hook at the bottom to tie the rope to so it stays open.
So the trapdoor stays open? I don't think there's a hook.
No hook.
Well, I mean, if it's open, then I might even... so Dunning might just call Jenko over and see if he can just get him to give him a boost. Just enough to pop his head through and have a look what's up there.
I can have Rufus have a peek up that.
No. I will handle this.
It's like often you get these trapdoors that when you pull them open, there's like, it almost kind of like brings this ladder down with it.
Yeah,
maybe I'll say it's like that.
Kind of,
yeah, maybe I'll say it's like that. Yeah, I'll say it's like that. When you open it, this ladder comes down.
If it's got a ladder, he'll climb just enough to poke his head through and have a quick look what's up there.
Okay, so you just kind of clamber up these stairs and poke your head out?
Yeah.
Are you doing anything when you do that? Like, are you taking any particular kind of action or behaving any particular kind of way?
As in stealthy. That's not his jam. He's just poking his head up, seeing what's up there.
Okay. When you look out there, you see a very well-lit room. Light is like flooding into this room as well from somewhere to the west. And you see a bunch of frescoes on a wall that are sort of like faded by sunlight. And you see that this room appears to lead out onto this stone paved terrace. And it's very well lit up here, and you see many of these spirit-like beings sort of just like drifting around near the ground in this like sunlight, almost as if bathing in the sun. And I'm going to just see if they notice you, seeing as you're being quite loud. Okay, several of them begin moving towards you.
He ducks back down and we'll just slam the thing shut again and just say to the others more of the little celestials upstairs. There's another room.
I get the feeling we have to take the hated pretender out.
Well, looks like we're now fighting celestials.
Oh, some of them are coming.
Some of these celestial beings drift through the ground from above.
Damn it.
Let's roll for initiative.
Seems like they can pass through objects.
Oh, did I roll?
And these are just individual phantasms. One of them is just this like semi-transparent skull, leaving this like trail of fire behind it.
More of our
They're all
fans
kind
are
of-
done in.
Maybe if we open the door, they'll go after him.
Shoo them away.
Okay, Okam, what do you do?
All right, I'm going to take on the flaming skull. Where is he?
This one.
Right. Oh, there you go. That's convenient. Oh, pause.
Oh, sorry. There you go.
Doesn't matter. Still can't move. Oh, there he goes. Okay. All right. You can do this, dude. I think he's got a bit of sword shyness at the moment.
Oh no.
Miss.
Oh my god, he's useless, this guy. Hey, he didn't miss, he got 3 damage.
Oh yeah, that's true. Okay, cool.
Hey, grazed it.
Okay, Solomon.
Yeah, I'm gonna have. Actually, no, yeah, we'll have Rufus attack the bottom one that Okam here attacked. Rufus will attack that one. See if we can take him out one at a time.
We'll call him Ghost Rider.
Yeah, we'll take out the skull.
Oh, that's a miss.
They're
as
not
well.
much better.
What the hell is wrong with us?
Is this level 1?
Yeah, Rufus is distracted.
It's alright. You don't need to hit with swords when you've got a Jenko.
It's alright, I'll hit him with the whip. It's
Is this the same one? That's a hit. This one? Oh no, sorry, you're going for this one.
No, I'm going for the same
Oh,
one.
with the thorn whip. Sweet.
It's a long range melee attack.
Sweet.
Alright. And then damage. 5 magic piercing.
All right. This whip kind of like passes through this like flaming skull and sort of like separates the skull for a moment. It sort of dematerializes and then these sparks kind of pull back together again. And it's like as it flies towards you actually for hitting it with this thorn whip, and it's going to fly through you like this.
Ooh.
So give me a saving throw.
Can we make up attacks against it?
Oh yeah, opportunity attacks?
No, actually, you try to kind of like take a swing at it, but it just kind of flies too quickly.
How much am I taking?
So just 1, I guess. Oh no, you're not taking half.
3.
3 radiant damage. Okay, this one is going to drift through you as well. So give me another save.
How generous.
Another con save.
Oh.
And that is 7 radiant damage. Okay.
Okay, the smell of that man earlier really messed me up.
Maybe as you say that, actually, you see this kind of zombie humanoid like open this door and just be like, and like close it again. Jenko Jenkins.
Cool. Jenko's gonna, again, he's just gonna do one step, bang, forearm.
On this one?
On this, the one that's just, 1 o'clock from him.
Yep, that's a hit.
And then, followed with a left-hand attack. Jab to the face.
$15 hits.
15? Yep, cool.
Okay. How do you just shatter that one?
He sort of like goes to make contact, but his fist just passes right through him. Like he's waiting for the resistance, but he just like destroys his spectral skull.
All right, it just explodes. And as you do that, these other two just kind of like fly back up into the ceiling and like through the roof again. They appear to flee. And we're out of combat.
These things are some real cowards, eh?
Yes, well, more of them upstairs. They seem to be attracted to the sunlight.
Well, upstairs was where the cup was supposed to be, eh?
Yes. Or we see what this pretender is about.
Yeah, I'm thinking the hated pretender seem pretty scared of those spirits. Maybe we should get a couple of them in here and then open the door and see what happens.
I think maybe then we'll have 2 problems on our hands. Unless they just go for each other.
That's what I'm thinking.
Let me just interject here and say that I don't think we're going to finish this on time, even though we've still got like another hour and 20 minutes or something like that. If we are not able to finish that, is everyone able to play next Wednesday? We can like follow on.
I am.
Sure.
Yeah, sounds fine.
Hypothetically.
Okay.
If you need Sir Dunning to just charge faster, he can do it.
Well, the alternative is I can kind of like skip over some things.
That's all right. Let's play it. We can pick it up if we need to.
Okay, sweet. I was afraid of that. It did seem like a pretty big module, and I think I made it even bigger. All right.
Well, we can.
All right. I think Sir Dunning's going to move back over next to the door, and just through the door, he's going to ask this guy what these things are. What are these things that keep attacking us?
You just hear back this voice. Go away! Get your own treasure! It's mine! It's all mine!
Well, in that case, he's going to kick the door open.
And maybe say, "Uh-oh, watch out for the spectral beings, they're coming in!"
He's going to kick the door open, and he's going to say, "Listen here, you undead devil. You will answer my questions." And he's now holding his sword up to him.
Okay, I think when you do that, this skeletal, parched, crazy old zombie is just gonna let out this scream and just run at you with its claws outstretched.
Bring it on.
Let's roll for initiative.
Crap initiatives all night.
Okay. Okam, what do you do?
I'm going to try my bloody sword again if I don't have to trade it in for another one.
The only thing is you can't move through his square.
Ah.
So you actually can't reach him.
Okay.
Unless you have something with reach.
No. So...
Or a ranged weapon.
Oh, I could throw... Yeah, maybe that's the difference. Maybe it shouldn't be the sword. I'm going to throw a javelin at him.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Nice.
Hey. Turns out you're a ranger.
He is a little bit hard to hit because you're kind of throwing this javelin over Sir Dunning, but you are able to kind of... And this javelin just goes... pierces him in the shoulder, so give me the damage.
Where's the damage? Oh, god damn it.
And I was just like trying to remember the 5.5e action economy.
Yeah, there's no damage here. Hang on.
Oh, you just got to scroll up on the right.
I don't have to roll for it. Scroll up on what? Oh, attack. Damage.
Yep, now you can hit the damage button.
Yep. Ah.
All right.
Hey, it's one more than my sword one I missed.
Okay. I guess it doesn't go through his shoulder, but maybe just kind of like scrapes past his arm, and kind of hits the wall behind him, and some of this like kind of pus and like blackish blood begins like oozing out of his arm. He just like lets out this crazy scream.
No real bonus actions I'm going to use there. I'm done.
Okay, Solomon.
Someone goes, well, since you love light so much, have a taste of this. And I'm gonna... I have line of sight on him, right?
Yeah, you can see him.
I'm gonna hit him with a starry wisp.
Ooh.
What is that? Oh, yeah, you are.
So let me just look at this.
When it hits, the person it does radiant damage, and when it hits, they emit dim light at a 10-foot radius, and they can't be invisible.
They emit dim light. Interesting. Okay.
Damage.
I will put some sort of reminder token on him to remind me of that. Okay, and 11 radiant. All right.
And I want. If I go through people, I can't really attack. Can I?
You can't attack from someone's square, and you can't climb over the hated pretender.
I can't climb over the hated pretender. Okay. Had to make sure. Then I think Rufus is just gonna wait here, and as my bonus action, I'm gonna command him to ready an action to attack if the hated pretender comes through the door.
Okay.
And then I'll step back as well.
And he's just mid-scream from this javelin scratching past his arm when you like hit him with this starry wisp. His scream just like continues and gets even louder, and he's just like shaking his head back and forth as this light begins like radiating from him, and he's like, "Get it off! Get it off!" Jenko.
Okay.
I'm sorry if that made you a bit deaf.
Jenko's gonna make his way forward. He can't do much. He wants to cast a minor illusion. He wants to cast just in the back there of a light source, like a mini sun orb in the room.
Before you do that, before you do that, let me just change my ruling on this and actually say that Rufus can hit the hated pretender. I'm going to say that if you stand on either side of the door, you can kind of get at him.
Okay. Oh, okay. So I can roll an attack roll?
Yeah, give me an attack roll. Also, Okam, would that have changed your...
Yeah, I would have tried to hit with the sword again, but that's fine.
I'm planning to step back if that's going to make a difference.
Well, in that case, I would have tried to do I would have made him step back and do a charge attack, but we'll just do a normal attack, just because.
Well, I don't know if you can exactly like charge him and get up in his face. I'm just kind of I guess if you can reach him, you can do a charge attack. My bad. I just kind of thought, you know what? I don't think I'm going to make it that hard. It'll just be a pain in the ass. 20 is an attack, and also Okam, give me a sword attack. And you can position yourself. Would you have moved there?
I can't say. Hang on. Yeah, I would have meant one aside. Yeah.
I'll put you there. Give me a sword attack.
The javelin though.
No, don't worry about it. Just give me a sword attack.
Where am I?
It'll say
3 again.
In that moment, you just sort of reacted. You like threw this javelin and then ran in and like hit with this sword.
Oh my god, he hit with the sword.
You did hit with the sword. The beast strike misses. And give me the
20
damage.
misses?
Oh, sorry. I thought it was a 13. Oh, that's the damage. Okay, 13 hits.
Yeah.
And just click the damage button for the silvered short sword, Okam.
Yeah. And so I'm going to throw on top of that a divine smite.
Okay.
Which is a bonus action.
All right. Go for it.
How do I do that in here? Hang on a second. Spells, divine smite. Divine smite. So that's an extra 6.
All All right.
Radiant damage.
Sounds good. Okay, Jenko Jenkins. Sorry about that.
Cool.
What are you doing?
Matt is going to move into this position, and he wants to use minor illusion and cast an illusion of a light source, like an orb in the background. He wants to... Yeah.
Interesting. It can only be like a meter, it can only be 5 foot by 5 foot, so it wouldn't be able to actually light up any more of the room. But I guess it could just be this little kind of shining light there.
He just wants to freak him out more.
Okay. He definitely, as he's like trying to like get it off, he like sees this light in the corner. Like, ah! He's like just screaming and panicking. And he was like reaching out for like Sir Dunning, like to kind of like strangle him, but now he's just distracted by all this light in this room. Sir Dunning.
Would you say that distraction would count as a disengage if I were to step backwards? Without having to use my action for it?
You feel that although he is kind of tweaking out about this light, you see these like long, sharp nails on his hands, and he is moving quite rapidly and kind of shaking and very frenetic. You don't feel like it is without risk to just step away. You feel like he might be able to try to lash out at you.
All right. Well, he's still going to do it anyway. So he's going to step back to here.
Okay, he will take an up attack. Hopefully misses. Nice.
That misses. And then he's going to cast Bless. How do I do this?
Maybe his like nails just kind of along your chainmail.
How does this work?
So if you cast Bless, then anyone who you cast it on can just give themselves.
All right, I'll cast it on the 3 in the party, not including the dog. So Solomon, Jenko, and Okam all get Bless.
Okay, so with your token,
I prefer you do the dog, not me.
You're not able to say that though during Sir Dunning's turn.
Late. You've got it.
Can I make a request, please? No metagaming. When it's not your turn, you shouldn't be able to talk. And so if you're like communicating with somebody and asking them to like cast a spell on you,
no, it's on Solomon.
It's already done.
While your token is selected, if you press Shift Spacebar, it will open up a search bar. If you type Bless in there, it'll give you a whole bunch of things, but you can click the top one that says Status Effect and it will add a Bless status effect to you, just if you want to kind of remind yourself that you're blessed.
Not on Mac OS.
Oh, are you on a Mac? Okay, yeah, it might be different. I'll add that for you.
That's all good.
You can remember you're blessed. Okay. All right. Anything else, Sir Dunning?
No, I think that'll be it. You can only do one. So even if I've got another spell that's a bonus action, you can still only do the one, can't you?
I feel like something about that has changed.
It's a 1 spell slot per turn.
Yeah,
Right.
that's what I thought. Yeah, no, that's it then.
Okay. All right. He is just going to, let me see, this light is like shining all around him. He is like panicking. He leaps after you and he's just gonna run to here. He just like runs out here and he's just like looking all around, just like screaming. And he's gonna attack.
Now he's gonna get Janko'd.
He tries to get Rufus. Because of this light, though, I am going to say that he is...
Not the dog.
Didn't mean to post that. I'm going to give him disadvantage when he makes this attack. And he misses Rufus. Rufus is able to jump out of the way. He's then going to insanely also lash out at Okam. I'll give him disadvantage on this attack as well.
Oh, lucky.
Jeez, lucky, yeah.
Nice. Okay. And I'm gonna say that because of this light, where is he? And there's also like this like little light in the corner of the room, that at the top of the round, basically a couple more of these phantasms come through the ceiling. One of them comes into this room where the hated pretender was, and another one is going to actually come up from below through the floor and appear. Let me just see randomly where it appears. It's going to appear down here. Okay. Okam.
Yes.
Your turn.
Oh. Oh, has he come out of his room?
Yeah, it's here.
Yeah, he came running out of the room and like attacked Rufus and yourself, but missed both of you.
Okay, I'm going to cast. No, I'm not. I was going to do a Hunter's Mark on him, but it's probably not worth it. I'm trying him with my sword again.
Okay.
And. For God's sake.
That is a miss. As you like swing this sword at him, he just like whacks the sword out of the way.
Miss. I did 3 damage.
It cuts his hands.
Slow
he
and
does
steady
it.
wins the race.
Okay. Solomon.
That's it.
All right. I'm gonna. What's the range here? That's. I'll take a step forward so I'm in range for this. I'm gonna throw a net onto him.
Interesting. Okay.
I need a dex save.
Dex save. All right.
Ah.
Okay. So I guess maybe you throw this net. Well, I guess he's not going to damage the net. He just kind of like more dexterously than you expect, sort of leaps out of the way.
Okay, then Rufus, bite his ass. Okay, just going for a bite.
$20's a hit.
Ooh, nice roll. 13.
Nice. He just like turns around as this dog bites him and just like. All right, and at the end of your turn, this light kind of fades away, doesn't it? I think it does.
Yeah.
Okay. This being down here is going to fly at Jenko. It flies through Jenko like this. So give me a saving throw, a con save.
Yep. Sorry. When I clicked on it, there was an error message. It said can't read something. Detect package
this
one,
this
can't
happened
read.
to you last time. Do you remember this? I think
Yeah,
this
it
is
was-
something to do with bringing the character in from Roll20 or something. I remember this happening before. I don't know what to do about this because it's like last time this happened, it was just okay.
Can you just manually roll a con save?
Yeah, that's one.
Yeah, maybe if you can
twice.
manually roll for now. Is it doing anything? Just use the dice icons on the bottom right for now.
Yeah.
And maybe we will. Maybe I'll have
Plus
to
my
restart or
con
something.
is what's my modifier? 3.
Plus bless.
Ah.
Were you blessed?
Ah, yes, I am blessed, and then 1d4.
Wait, does bless help us save? I don't think it did.
Yeah,
It does.
Bless whenever it
does it?
Saving throws
makes
and
an
attacks.
attack roll or
Oh,
saving
nice.
throw.
Awesome.
lasts for 1 minute.
Okay,
Yep,
nice.
so
So
that's-
that passes. So you just take
Torm shines upon you, brother.
thanks.
1 radiant damage. But you're not even going to be able to track your...
Actually, give me. Oh, yeah, everything's disappeared.
Yeah.
Could you read?
Yeah, I'm going to have to restart everyone. Just give me a second. I'm going to log out and log back in. It should keep our positions and everything. I don't know
It's
why.
weird because even my character sheet has like plus NAN. It's
Yeah.
just gone bananas.
Yeah, it's real weird. It happened last time, like near the end.
Mm.
I hope this
Yeah,
fixes
that's
it,
right.
because I don't know what to do about it.
Plus undefined.
Last Nan.
Yeah, the only thing I can think is because it's coming in from Roll20, I don't know.
But that was, yeah.
Like just originally, you know what I mean? I don't know why. I mean, I don't know what I'm talking about, but that's just the only thing I can think of. Did it help? Did it help? Fuck, it didn't help. That's so weird.
I can keep it a manual count of everything.
Oh, that's really strange because Okay, you might have to keep a manual count for now.
Yep.
I don't know what to do about it. I don't have like a saved
cool.
version of it. That is a fucking horrible error.
I have pencil and paper.
Can you use your items? Or are they just kind of giving you nothing? So you can use like your attacks and things.
Okay, can I have I'll see if I can roll an attack. Oh, it was my turn next. Oh no.
Yeah, it's your turn now.
Okay, I'll roll an attack. I was gonna I might attack the zombie creature
Okay.
first. Okay, at least that popped up with an option.
Man, that's so...
I didn't include bless though. 1d4 as well.
Does just
hits.
refreshing the token work?
Like it's
Is it a sheet issue?
yeah, like the sheet is actually like missing all of its data. Or like a bunch of data. It's really weird. I don't know, like...
Well, is it trying to pull like directly from Roll20, or has it already been
No,
transferred?
it's like
over?
it's just like an import. That's why I mean I don't know if that would be it, but it's just that it's happened to Jenko once before and it's never happened to anyone else. So that's the only thing I can think
That's
of.
strange.
Yeah, I just don't know what to do about it. I don't have like a backup of Jenko or anything.
It wasn't the. I can create it during the week in Foundry. That's no
Yeah.
issue.
That's such a terrible bug. It bugs me. What's happening?
I just
Are
go
you
to
hitting
dev mode
the?
and try and think of the possible causes.
You're gonna do what?
I just go into dev mode and try and think of the possible causes for it, but it's going to be Jason, so it's not going to be a string and an int or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know if that's you. I don't know if you'll be able to communicate the solution to me, even if you work out what it is. Okay, 10 damage on the hated pretender.
Yes, correct.
Okay,
Yep. Second attack as well. Oh, I didn't include all the bonuses. Sorry, D4. And is that +1 for flanking if need be?
yes, there is.
So it's 19.
19 hits.
Cool.
Okay. Alright. You're just beating the crap out of him. You feel like you're just like breaking bones as you're like punching into him. You're just hearing this like, he's just like crying out in pain. Just kind of like slumping over even more. So Dunning.
Alright. I am going to swing with the longsword at the hated pretender. Come on. God damn it.
That's a miss. Oh, you do. Oh no, yeah, it won't help.
I didn't bless myself. then what's the other thing I was going to do? I will just cast Shield of Faith on myself.
Okay.
Gives me a +2 to AC.
So the only thing is, if you're holding a shield and your sword, the Shield of Faith need... It has a material component
A prayer scroll.
and a somatic component. Well, if you don't use a prayer scroll, you need to use your... what's it called? Holy symbol?
Which is his glove. It's his gauntlet.
It's on his gauntlet?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah,
It's
that's
his
fine.
sword hand gauntlet.
That's fine. Okay, cool.
How do I actually apply that?
I'll give you a shield of... Well, so this is just gonna... This will just remind us that you have it. And what does it do? +2 bonus to AC.
+2 to AC.
Just remind me of that.
Okay.
We could give it to you, but then we'll have to undo it, and it's just kind of easier this way, I think.
I will say, it's in the book it says you can have a holy symbol attached to a shield.
Yeah, well, it can be clothing. It can be all sorts of things.
Yeah. Okay. The hated pretender is surrounded, so he is going to attack something at random. He sort of like lets out a scream as well, actually, and backs away from... he kind of backs away a little bit from this phantasm, like... but then he is going to... he's going to lash out at Okam again. This light... Oh, he's in the light from the windows, so he'll still have disadvantage. Misses. Okay. And he's going to follow with a second slash at Occam's razor. Completely misses. Maybe one of these like long nails just like snaps off as he tries to like claw at you. Okay. This creepy spirit creature back here is going to fly through the pretender itself. And you just hear it like laughing as it like... And he just like lets out this scream. And he is going to have to make a saving throw. And... Wait, what is it? A con save, isn't it? What is it? Okay, he saves. So he'll just take half. And he just lets out another scream. He's just like,
Why? Why do you invade my castle? You come to steal my pumpkin, my treasure. You will pay for this.
Okam.
All right, I'm going over. Oh, it's paused.
Oh, my bad.
I'm going down here and opening this trap door
Okay.
and going up the ladder
All right.
and saying, "Oh boys, come on in! Hated pretenders here, ready to roll."
Okay. Interesting. Okay.
Sorry guys, if this fucks up.
Roll with it. Let's see what happens.
All right.
Oh
Okay, so you are standing at the top of this ladder. I'll say that, what was the room below was like 3 meters. I'll just say this one, because this ladder can't be that. I'll just say this is like a 2 meter high room. So you're 2 meters up. So what's your movement? And plus you've got to climb. I guess up a ladder is fine. 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, cool. Yeah, so that's like the end of your turn, probably.
That's fine.
Well, maybe you can move, like, you can take, like, you can come back down halfway down
Go
the
back
ladder.
down the ladder.
All right. I'll put a little thing on you so we remember that you're, like, 1 meter up the ladder. Okay.
Or as a bonus action, I throw out my wings.
All right.
That's a bonus action, isn't it?
I have no idea about wings.
Once per long rest, you can use one of your options below. Transform lasts 1 minute until the end. It doesn't say how long it takes.
Where is
Bonus
it?
action.
A bonus action then. There you go. Pop them up. My wings heading back
Okay, sweet.
to the baddie.
I'll give you some kind of flying status effect so you remember.
It lasts a minute, I think.
Okay.
I'll spend the next time figuring out how to say I put my wings out.
All right. Solomon.
Just do a kind of like glance. How bad does the pretender look?
He looks severely wounded. He's like struggling to hold himself up. He looks like he's just kind of almost flopping around. There's so many bones broken in his body and so much pus and blood oozing out of his skin.
Okay.
Barely hanging on, he looks.
Then maybe I don't need to go too far on him. Okay. I was gonna try and throw another net at him, but actually, I'm feeling a certain kind of way. I'll absolutely eviscerate this guy. Let's well, that's if I land the net on him. I'll throw another net at him if I can get a deck save.
All right.
Roll low, roll low.
Nice. He fails.
Okay, he's trapped in the net and he's restrained.
Restrained. Okay, cool.
And I'm like, okay, and I'm gonna have Rufus run back if he can.
All right.
I guess yeah, he'll run here and I'll take a opportunity attack if need be, which will be with disadvantage.
Yes. It will... Yeah, it'll take an up attack. At disadvantage.
Does it get it if it's restrained?
It just has disadvantage.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that 18 would hit.
18 hits. 9 slashing. 8 slashing and 1 necrotic.
Okay. Matter the type. Alright, Rufus. Time to use your special move. And Rufus is gonna charge his horn with energy, and he's gonna fire out with the circlet of blasting, which the energy of the circlet blasting from his horn.
Okay.
And he's gonna fire scorching rays at. Let's do all three at the hated pretend here with advantage.
Ah, crap.
That's bad.
That's a miss.
Should be +5, but it's not applying properly.
Wait, why should it be...
That's what the circlet gives. It gives +5 to attack, but that wouldn't hit anyway.
Okay. That one hits. That hits.
No, yeah.
And that one misses.
14 with 14 hit? No.
Oh, 14. Yeah, 14 hits.
Yeah, that. Yeah.
Okay. So 2 of
because
them.
it just didn't apply the thing correctly. And then takes 2 of these. Well, not the best damage, but
8.
you just see out of Rufus's horn fires like green fire spits out.
He's just almost kind of blown to the side towards Solomon, kind of like stumbles and like takes a few steps over there. He's like,
I hate fire.
Well, could have been better, but good job, Rufus. You did well. And that'll be my turn.
all right. This being here is going to... It's gonna target the pretender. Flies through the pretender. The pretender will make a con save. Fails the con save. This undead is just seething. It's... yeah, the pretender is like,
Dying again. I knew it, I knew it, I knew it again and again and again.
Jenko.
Okay, Jenko wants to run past the pretender, bounce off the wall, and elbow drop him.
Sick.
And elbow drop him on the way back.
And he is flanked because this phantasm is...
Unrestrained.
unrestrained. So advantage and +1.
And plus by bless.
Almost
And the
feels
bless.
like bullying at this point.
Okay. See what happens.
Yep. I'll do it. Describe the death of the hated pretender.
That's it. He runs towards the wall, somehow gets some leverage off this wall, and then bounces back off it and follows with a large elbow drop on the back of his neck. Bang, to take him out.
And you just hear this loud crunch as you are pretty certain you have just broken the spine of the hated pretender as you just... and he just like, his green eyes just go wide. He's like... and just like falls straight forwards into the floor, and his head just like hits this stone ground and just like... there's just like this like splat. As you hear his like skull cracking on the ground.
He's
And,
double dead.
as he's triple dead. As he lies face first on the ground with much of his body broken, his skin begins to kind of like pop and like boil and begin to like melt, and this steam kind of rises from him as he slowly kind of like congeals and turns into this goo on the floor, which just kind of spreads out and then sort of fades away into the ground, like just leaving this like large like black stain on the ground. This is all happening as you continue to face off with these remaining phantasms. Do you do anything else?
Oh, yes, he does. As he gets up, he looks up, gives the other phantasm a death stare, and runs towards that one, and gives it a drop kick for a second attack.
Yep. Okay. All right. You just like kick this thing and it kind of flies back towards Solomon. All these sparks go everywhere. Sir Dunning.
I'm just going to have a swing at the other one.
All right.
Come on. Man.
12 hits.
Nice. $10 damage.
Okay. It kind of shrinks in size as much of this flaming golden energy is sort of like bursts out the back of it, but it's still flying around. All right, and it will fly through you. So give me a con save.
Con.
+1d4.
Oh yeah, +1d4.
What's it for? Oh, I don't have bless.
Oh yeah, you're not blessed. Oh, does the shield do anything? Oh, it just increases your AC, doesn't it? Yeah. Okay. You take 4 radiant damage.
Not bad.
Okay. At the top of the round, Okam, you see... Well, did you take a step back down the ladder? You did, didn't you?
Yeah.
You see a swarm of phantasms appear above you at the top of the stairs. So it's just like a meter away from you and begins like moving towards you. And another swarm of phantasms is going to come through the floor and appear here.
I guess shutting the trapdoor might make much difference then.
Maybe head into the dark room and close the door.
Who rolled
Yeah,
that?
is it, oh, that was me. I was just rolling for these phantasm swarms. Jenko, is your, what was it, minor illusion still going off in there?
Nah, that was just a cantrip. I think it's concentration, so
So you let it go?
yeah.
Okay. All right, this one is gonna go first. Okay, what does it do as it comes down here? It is gonna target Sir Dunning of Kruger. This swarm envelops you. So give me a second
These are the
throw.
ones that hit hard, aren't they? Come on. Ugh, nah. Hey.
Oh, okay, you take the full 16
Oh,
16 radiant.
he's looking real rough.
All right, Okam.
All right, I'm going to. Let me just check. Why can I not see? I can't see my healing spell in here anymore. I haven't used it.
What spell is it?
Maybe I didn't have it. I thought I had a healing touch. Maybe not.
Lay on hands.
Lay on hands.
Yeah, you've got 2
It's
points
not
of
in
lay
your
on hands
spells.
left.
It's in your.
Oh yeah, it's in your features.
Oh, it's lay on hands.
And you've got healing hands.
Yeah, okay. I'm going to fly over and do lay on hands
All right.
to Sir Dunning of Kruger.
Oh, Sir Dunning, also you got to make a concentration save for the Shield of Faith.
Oh yeah. How do I do that?
Either give me a con save or just in the chat hit that DC 10 concentration button.
Oh yeah. I see it. Got it.
Nice.
Actually, I'm going to reverse that because lay on hands have only got 1 point left, so it's kind of pointless. I'm just going to attack this one near me.
Okay. It's a meter up at the top of the stairs, so you'd have to climb or fly back up the stairs. I
Fly
guess.
up a meter
All right.
because I want to try these wounds out. And
14
plus
hits.
1d4.
That hits.
I just wanted to roll the 1d4.
No, it hits.
And okay, this public roll thing. Roll. There you go. That makes me feel better.
It no longer hits.
I don't know how to fucking do the damage. Let's go to manually and do it.
In the chat, just scroll up a little bit. When you
Oh, it goes back up there. It's on the
yeah,
previous
yeah.
thing.
When you do attack, it like prints them down below, so then it scrolls you down, and then you can no longer see it. So you got to scroll up and hit damage.
Okay, and I'm going to also do a divine smite on it. So
Okay.
Oh.
That definitely hits.
why did it roll on? I didn't mean that. That was meant to be a damage hit.
Oh. Maybe you hit the attack instead of the damage.
That makes sense. Plus a divine smite.
All right.
So it's 8 plus.
It's 2d8 for Divine Smite.
Plus 9. There you go.
Who did you use your previous Divine Smite on?
I've got a spell as well. I've only used one of my 4 spells now because one's the class feature.
Didn't somebody use a Divine Smite previously?
Yeah, I used it on the zombie.
On the zombie. Okay, sweet.
Yeah.
As you cleave into this swarm with your sword,
Of course, because it's the wrong type of damage.
Yeah, as this sword goes through it, this radiant energy is kind of expelled from this swarm and sort of just like lights up your face, like almost blindingly blinds you. So you have to kind of like flap your wings to like stabilize yourself on these stairs. And yeah, it feels like the sword made it through, but this energy was like unable to like pierce this swarm.
Cool. All good.
Solomon.
All right. Rufus is going to wall run because he can. And then he's going to kind of run across that wall there. And he's going to charge attack this little one here.
Give me a bloody athletics check for Rufus. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, sure. I'll give. Yeah, you want to see that athletics?
I'm just joking.
Yeah,
He's got a climbing speed. Well, I don't know if a climbing speed exactly lets you run on a wall. 11's fine. He's fine.
Okay.
But next time.
And then I'm going to, if it lets me actually pick it, all right, I'm going to charge attack. It's just the little one.
Yep. That's a hit.
Yeah. Damage.
Yes, that one dissipates. It is dead.
Nice.
Dead or gone, wherever it goes.
And Solomon's like, I don't know if we can handle all of these at once. I'm gonna head into the dark room. Yes, and Rufus is also gonna, actually no, he'll go right here, and then we'll also whip at this other little one with a thorn whip.
It's a melee attack, isn't it? So it doesn't have disadvantage.
Yes.
Nice, that's a hit. Sweet.
It's just the other little one.
Okay. Another 5.
And Solomon's going to head into the dark room. Oh.
All right.
Actually, he'll position himself outside the door if he wants to close it for people. If they want to come in.
The light from the window, I don't know if you can kind of see it on this map, but it's sort of streaming in. So you're still in the light, just so you know. So, but this area and like this area is dark. Just so you're aware. Okay. The swarm is going to envelop Okam. So give me a DC 13 con save.
Plus 1d4.
Yep.
Oh, there we go. Don't worry about it.
Okay, you take 21 radiant.
So that's
as these
10.
creatures almost sort of like draw back and then just all just like fly down the stairwell and just all fly through you and around you. So yeah, 10 radiant. Okay. This Phantasm is going to fly through Jenko. So Jenko, give me a saving throw. A con save.
Yep. Sorry, good to go. Plus a 1d4 as well. Oh.
Oh.
Nice. So you just take half. So just 1.
Cool.
Jenko.
Sorry, I'm here. I have to write
Oh yeah.
on my turn.
Oh.
Pen and paper.
What is this? Ancient Egyptian D&D? I don't even know what paper is.
Pencil and an eraser. Okay. It's a bit weird, but I think it's gonna work.
You gonna
Jenko-
drop kick a swarm?
Nah, he doesn't like it. Jenko's been practicing the dark arts, shadowy arts. So he's gonna muster all his energy. He's actually gonna he's gonna pull out just an item that he has, mundane item. I think it's a dart he uses just for fun. And he wants to use one of his focus points on the dart that he's holding. And he wants to cast darkness on the dart.
On the,
black.
the dart?
On the dart itself, yeah.
Okay, nice.
So that's a couple of things. I'll just use the spell.
And this spell is like an innate spell. Like you don't need to.
Correct. I don't need components for it.
Sweet.
And I can actually see in this darkness. In the darkness. Jenko, oh yeah, brother. You're coming with me.
It's going to be Vanta Black.
So it'll be on myself because I'm holding the dart.
Okay. Oh, that is still doing it in feet. So, let me just. What is it? 15-foot radius.
Yes.
So it should be 3 meters. I will just. Can I edit that? I can't edit it. Oh, it is 3 meters.
1, 2.
Oh no, sorry, it is doing the right thing. I thought the darkness spell was really big. 15-foot emanation
it looks like it's
originating
a
from that
meter
object.
short.
It's including the one you're on.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like it's a meter short on the radius.
Oh yeah, you're right. Oh no, the radius is 3. It's just because if it passes through like only like a portion of the square or like less than half of the square, sort of, then it won't fill it.
Okay. So I definitely want to.
Although I know what you mean. Actually, now that I think about it, because if you count you, it's like 1, 2. Why is it doing that? I don't understand. I'm probably going to look at this later and go like, oh, that makes total sense. But maybe we can just draw another one. Because I agree, actually, now that I think about it.
Metric to Imperial, it's always hard.
Yeah.
It looked right to me.
It looked right? But the only thing is if you count out directly from where Jenko's standing, that's only 2 squares, right? So it's like 2 meters. It says it fills it should be a 3 meter radius.
Well, if it originates from a point, then the point...
Oh yeah, you're right. You're right, it is a point. So the dart that you're holding...
But the point at the center of Jenko's square to the point of the next square would only be 5 feet.
Yeah, so
and then to one more square is only 10 feet.
So
so
it should be like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know why that was wrong. Maybe I'm confused. Maybe we're all confused. But we'll go with that for now. Okay, this whole area is plunged into darkness, magical darkness. And because it's magical, I don't treat it intuitively, so it is actually impossible to see even something that is lit within this darkness or out of the darkness. You can't even see through it.
Hopefully, brothers, this will buy some time.
None of us can see in it though, right?
That's right.
Yep.
That was a focus point. I mean, amongst focus. So that's like his bonus action.
Oh, okay. Sweet.
Jenko can actually still see in this darkness.
Cool.
And then he just wants to punch the spectral next to him.
Okay, and you will have advantage.
Advantage. Yeah.
And bless.
And bless. Okay. you just hear this like, and you sense. Oh no, you can see it. You see all these like sparks. They look kind of weird. They're just sort of these isolated sparks in this magical darkness. Just. All right, so Dunning.
Sorry, excuse me. First thing he's going to do is cast Cure Wounds on himself. Which is 2d8. So that is 8. And then, so how does me moving in this darkness work? Can I still move? It's just...
Yeah, you can just move as normal.
So he's just gonna move over to the wall over here. And that'll be him.
All right. Okay. What is this thing gonna do? Jenko, you can see these things kind of flying about more erratically. They're sort of like taking like longer arcs as they're like kind of like flying around the room. And they seem pretty pissed off. They are going to target you. They try to swarm around you. Give me a save, but this save will be DC 12 instead of DC 13.
Okay.
You think because of the darkness, they're kind of scattered and disorganized. I don't know if they were ever exactly organized.
Sorry, I was trying to push the button and it's not. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, and plus bless. And it's also plus my 3, so 13 for con.
All right.
That's my modifier, yeah.
So you take half of this radiant damage, which is reduced a little bit. So just 6 radiant.
Okay.
Okay, Okam.
All right. Can I poke my head out a little bit so I can see the other guy, then attack him, and then poke my head back? Like it looks like I'm right on the perimeter of that darkness. I've got the movement anyway.
Yeah, the only thing is like it's sharing your space, this swarm, and it is, there's not really like another square that you can move into there. It's just, so I don't know if you can really like, let me see. I think that this square is in darkness because this line is kind of crossing more than 50% of it. So I don't think you can really like poke your head out. It is in this darkness with you. It's like a sphere of darkness, and I think you're enveloped in it.
All right. I'll attack anyway.
All right.
But I can't see it to cast like a hunter's mark. I'll try and hit it with my sword. It's a big sword.
All right. You can still just do a flat roll because it can't see you either.
Flat roll?
Yep.
Hey!
Fuck.
That's
oh, man,
the most insane luck.
Yeah, you were just having the worst luck I've ever seen.
That's funny.
Okay, so it still takes a 3.
I'm chipping away at the 3s.
Bummer. Okay. Anything else?
If you move away in the dark, do they still get an opportunity attack?
You think there's a good chance that if these spirits can't see you, that you might be able to move away without them knowing that you're moving away. Yeah. Nothing happens.
Excellent.
All right.
That's me.
And do you land on the ground? You probably can't.
Just hover.
Can you actually hover when?
Yeah, I've got like a minute of hovering, so 10 rounds.
Okay, cool. Solomon. You're on mute.
I always do that. Alright, well, I'm kind of floundering around in the dark here, so I think, well, Rufus, trying to, if you can somehow smell those things, try and swat at them. And I think Rufus is going to try and swat at the ones right here. And it's just flat because both of us have advantage, right?
Yes, just flat. Unless Rufus has dark vision.
He doesn't.
He does have dark vision.
He
Oh no,
does?
but it's magical
That's
darkness.
magic.
Yeah.
It's magic.
17 hits.
Yeah.
Where are the wings on your sheet, Okam? Where's the info? I'm just surprised that you can hover with them. I guess like a fly spell would let you hover.
No, you can fly with them, like proper fly.
Okay.
Gives you a fly speed, I think.
Okay. Yeah, sweet. Alright, 12 damage.
Yes.
Okay.
Like, oh shit, what should I do? How much health you at? Actually, no. Let's go for. I know Jenko is taking quite a bit of damage, so let's do a Q wins on Jenko. And all right, well, I guess I wanted to be in the dark, so I guess this works either way.
Who grabbed my ass? Oh.
It was
Someone.
Rufus.
Oh, Rufus.
Woof. You get 12 health back.
Do you even know your health? What was your health?
Yeah, I've got it down on paper. Oh, yeah. Thanks. Okay. Did you want me to say it? No, I won't say it.
No, that's alright.
That does help.
Anything else, Song?
Yeah, and that's it.
Okay. Alright. Oh no, sorry. You're not there anymore. Okay, I think it's just gonna follow you. You feel these things fly through you in the darkness. So give me another con save. DC 12 instead of DC 11.
Sure, where are we? Con save.
Oh, sorry, instead of DC 13. You definitely get the sense that they're weakened by this darkness. In other words.
Coming up the bloody con save. There we go.
Awesome. Okay, you just take half of this. So just 5 radiant.
Excellent.
Alright,
Halved
Jenko.
again.
Oh yeah. So just like 2?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Jenko.
Okay, Jenko's going to move out of the way. And he's going to turn around, give him a forearm love tap to one of the spectral faces.
Alright. That's a miss.
Oh, sorry, I forgot my pluses. 1d4 and +1 for flanking. I don't know if that will make it, but we'll see how we go. Sorry.
Oh, that hits.
Ah, nice. Damage, okay.
Okay.
Cool.
10 magical bludgeoning.
Still going. And again, follow with another. I'll just do like maybe a knee to the midriff. Oh, I forgot my pluses again. Oh, that won't make it.
Yeah. There is no midriff.
In turn. Thanks.
Okay. So Dunning.
So can I still just swing a sword if I'm in the dark?
Yep. It's just a normal roll because you can't see it and it can't see you, so it doesn't actually change anything.
Just a flat D20.
Plus your attack modifier and
I
proficiency.
get all my pluses. Yep.
Strength modifier.
Oh my god.
Oh.
No.
Nope. All right.
Yeah, no, that's me.
Oh, okay. Alright, what is it going to do? It is going to move... Oh, it's going to pursue the one that is pummeling it relentlessly. Give me a DC 12 con save, Jenko Jenkins.
Yep.
Oh, I don't know why I'm printing it for you because you can't use that.
Plus, if you want the bless as well.
No, that's alright.
That's right. Yep, cool.
That is just half damage. So just 8 radiant.
Okay.
Alright, Okam.
Alright, I'm going to cast Protection from Good and Evil first. I didn't expect this to use protection against good, but I assume these guys are good. Not that it matters. So let's do that first. So they have disadvantage on it. It doesn't matter. I've got advantage on saving throws against them. Okay. And then
I don't know how to rule this.
oh well, it's protection against good and evil.
Yeah, but you have to choose, don't you?
No.
Oh, it does say from evil and good.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. I don't have to think about it then.
No, I don't know what they are. So I'm going to try and hit it with my sword again.
Alright.
For God's sake.
Give me another roll. This is ridiculous.
roll?
Yeah, try again. Try again. This is just ridiculous.
This is just stupid. I think you've got the hack the dice
Yeah.
plugin installed.
I've been accused of that before. The GM always wins plugin. That was going to be a 4. 16 hits.
I've rolled too many crits. I must have absorbed all your luck.
Yeah.
It's the nature. Right. It's the nature of the plugin. It just like funnels all of the good rolls to.
In that case, do I get to do another Divine Smite? Oh no, I don't want to do a Divine Smite. Forget about it. Forget what I said.
All right.
Do you have any of the other smites?
8 works.
Nah. That's all I got. That's the only smiting I have. I didn't expect to be smiting divine beings.
You got the benefit of like being resistant to radiant though.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
this,
that's handy.
So this, I'll just put a. Oh wait, that's not a status. Where is it? There you go. Okay. All right, Solomon.
Yeah, so Rufus is gonna take some steps back. And he's gonna do the... So yeah, he's gonna step back like here. And he's gonna do the Wile E. Coyote charge up. And he's gonna charge into... Actually, no, he'll go here and then he'll charge up and go, whew. So, and he'll charge attack. His legs wind up and goes, and charges up. Charges with his horn towards the swarm here.
Yeah, that'll do it. Sick. That's pretty good.
He's like, alright, I'll help you out, Rufus. And then I'm also going to... I'm just gonna slap it with a thorn whip. Okay.
Awesome.
I've been stealing all your luck. I'm so sorry.
Is that like the 4th one tonight? At least.
Might be, yeah, at least.
There were like 2 of them in a row at one point, like.
Yeah.
Okay. It's there's still a couple of them flitting about in the darkness. You can... I guess you can kind of hear them just like...
And if it can be on... And if it could be on my space, I'm actually going to pull it towards me.
What do you mean, if it could be on your space?
Well, it can be on someone's space, evidently, so can I pull it onto my space?
Oh,
Does it say a creature? Does that work on swarms?
yeah. What is the thing?
Thorn whip. On hit,
Oh, thorn whip,
takes
thorn whip.
D6 damage, and if it's large or smaller, you can pull it up to 10 feet closer to you.
Where is it?
You know, just take some of the heat off Jenko.
Yeah.
Can I pull them onto
I'll
me?
say because there's not many of them left, that maybe you're able to sort of get a couple of them with this like spell. I'll say in this case it works. You can draw them onto you.
Alright. Alright, I'll take them on. You just beat them up. And that's it.
Okay. This one over here is going to keep on trying to fly through you, Okam, this swarm. Unfortunately, this protection from evil and good, it only gives them disadvantage on attacks. But I'm still going to ask you for a DC 12 con save.
Don't I get on the target? Yeah, the target being me has advantage on saving throws.
Oh, where is that? I missed that.
If the target is...
Oh, the target has advantage on any new saving throw against the relevant effect.
The target can't be possessed or gain advantage if the target is already possessed.
Oh yeah, it's charmed or frightened.
The target has advantage. Oh, so no, it doesn't apply.
So it's just to get rid of those conditions.
Oh, God. Constitution. Can never get to do a goddamn Constitution roll.
What's it doing?
I'm just clicking the Constitution thing. It's just doing nothing.
Oh, you got to have your token selected. That might be it.
That'd be the reason.
I'm gonna send you my energy. My crit energy.
Nope.
That doesn't work. Are you clicking the con save button in the chat message window on the right?
Oh shit! No, I'm clicking the bloody character sheet.
I mean, you should be able to do that as well. I don't know why that wouldn't be working.
Doesn't work in the character sheet. Ugh.
Con. I can roll.
In the chat room.
I can roll your con save in the sheet. Are you clicking the CON, the actual letters, at the top of the sheet? Huh.
Doesn't matter. I did it in the chat room.
Okay,
in the
so
chat.
14 passes. Okay, half the damage. Maybe it's it's also this. Are you using Chrome?
Yes.
Okay.
Chrome on OS X.
Yeah, maybe it's the OS X. I don't know.
I think so. Anyway, so
6.
half of that 6. Yeah, cool.
And then 3.
Oh yeah, because you passed, so it's half of that again. So just the 3. Okay, Jenko.
Okay, Jenko is going with a couple of combinations. Let's go. Let's do it. Plus my 1d4, sorry, and flanking.
All right. Yep, that hits.
Cool.
7. Okay, it's not quite dead.
Okay.
There's still just one
going.
flying around.
One flying.
Circling Solomon.
Oh!
All right.
Got him.
Done.
Excellent.
Cool. So what he wants to do is, as he sees the other one, because he can see in the darkness, as the other one, he's like, "Oh, come here, brother!" Grab the spectrum skull, grab the last 2 remaining, and just slam the heads together. Like,
Excellent. And you, unless you roll a 1, you are able to do that, and they just like explode. And I guess you're the only one that can see it, but all these sparks go everywhere.
With that dart now, because he casts it on the dart,
Yep.
he just wants to pocket it.
Okay.
So because I can actually
Move with it.
move it out, or so then it's hide in the darkness for the moment.
Oh yeah, if you cover it, it actually
If you
stops the
cover it,
darkness,
yeah.
doesn't it? Okay.
Correct.
All right. I'll leave the template there, but we'll just remember. that there's no darkness.
So we can see what's going on because we know something else is happening with Okam.
Although I will say that you know where Okam and this swarm are just by like the sounds you can hear of the struggle.
Okay.
So it's not like you need to cover up the darkness in order to run over there and attack them. Just so you know.
Okay. Cool.
All right. So Dunning, we are at the end of the session. This combat is nearly over. If you guys are okay to stick with it for 5 more minutes.
Yeah, all good.
Let's finish it up.
So Dunning will just charge down and see if we can get a sword to hit for the night.
Not if my module is working.
Oh, man. Tower's just immune to swords.
Well, have you also not had a hit?
Oh, I've had one, I think. Yeah, I had one against the
Give me
guy.
another one. Swing it again.
No, it's all good. I missed.
All right. Okam.
All right. So then I'm going to Hunter's Mark this dude.
I don't
This
think I'd
swarm.
take an extra hit if I was offered it either.
And then I'm going to get this. I'm going to kiss this sword and say, it's time to do something, you stupid piece of crap. And try and hit again.
Me and Jenko send you our crit energy.
Yeah, we'll hold hands.
Oh, what the fuck? What is going on? Okay.
I wonder what
Okay.
blacksmith he bought that from. He has to return it when he gets back.
That's it.
All right. Solomon.
You're on mute.
Muted again.
Yeah, Rufus is just gonna take a cheeky little bite at him. Yeah, can you tell I don't use Zoom that often? Alright.
How tall is Rufus?
How tall is he?
Yeah, because this thing's like 2 meters up.
Well, that's probably why I missed as well then.
He's probably about like...
Oh, no, I'm 210. I've got it. Yeah.
Yeah, you're
He's
fine.
probably like, what, 50 centimeters? Well, actually, probably about 60-ish centimeters high. Well, I mean, he can always just jump up. He'll just do a doggy kind of pull at him.
He can spider crawl across the ceiling.
I thought you were going to say that he crossed across the ceiling.
I mean, you really need to like be in a position when you attack. So I think I don't think you can exactly
can
like
he just
jump and
high
attack.
jump?
Like you'd have to like hover in the air, like you have to like end your move before you attack. So I don't think you can do that.
Can he climb Sir Dunning-Kruger?
No.
All right, then can I instead, if I can't reach him, I'll just...
I mean, he could like honestly. I mean, he could attempt to mount Sir Dunning-Kruger, but I would probably give Sir Dunning disadvantage on his attacks if
out of curiosity, how high is the ceiling?
I think I was saying that the ceiling is about 2 meters. So I guess this swarm is like up at the ceiling.
Then if I do go, because I have what I have 7.5. Wait, it's kind of messed up. Because I have 7.5 meters move. I think I can actually.
But a climbing speed will let you climb something that you can climb reasonably. It's not like you could just climb anything.
I can't
like
just climb
ceilings
the
and-
wall here. Like,
I don't think so.
okay, then I think. Can I give him help action?
Describe it.
Yeah, I think what happened. Well, let's say he goes like below Okam and he just tries to bark at some of the kind of swarm here and just tries to go woof, 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 woof. Because I mean it's dark here, so perhaps I can distract them at least a bit from their main enemy.
Yeah, sweet. Okay, that works.
Okay, distract them. And then I'm gonna reach at him with my... I can... If I go fairly close here. I can reach at them up there with my thorn whip.
Yep. And you can crit fish if you want, because you would have... Would you have advantage? Oh no, the darkness cancels out the advantage.
Oh, the help action doesn't even...
Oh yeah, the help action also. Now? Oh yeah, the darkness is gone. Oh yeah, okay.
Oh, the darkness is gone.
You can crit fish if you want.
Actually, just retcon that to say I gave the help action after this, because I wanna give Okam or something a chance. So I want to give somebody a chance.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure Jenko's going to finish it before then.
Oh god. Oh, you might not be wrong. Yeah, and then I'll do...
Well, the only thing is that if you hadn't... Because you're retconning that with the knowledge that you got the 19, you know what I mean? Like, if you had failed to hit,
okay,
would you have...
you know what? Let's see if I crit. You say it, and now I put it into being. Okay, it's not a crit, but...
It's not a crit.
Okay, then take off the help, and I'll bring him down to the ground a bit. I'll bring him down from the 2 meters just to a 1 meter above, so he's hittable.
Okay. Does he have to be like drawn towards you, or can you just?
He's drawn towards me, but I guess I am down, so he probably. So
he's
kind of
like
an angle.
Drawn to here, and then he's at. Does it drag him 5 feet, 10 feet?
5. Well, drag up to 10 feet, so I can bring him 5 feet.
Okay.
So I don't have to bring him all the way towards me.
All right.
And that's it.
All right. Okay. Well, in that case, give me, in the light again, give me a DC 13 con save.
All right.
Excellent. Okay, so just half the radiant damage. So just 8.
Okay.
All right, Jenko.
Okay. Jenko's going to run across with the clothesline as he's running past.
It doesn't even really make sense.
He's hoping to get one of the...
Maybe. You can close like one of them. Like.
Yeah, at least one of them. And flanking. Is there.
Flanking... It's not flanked.
Yes. Oh, okay.
But that's alright. Still hits. Still hits.
Cool.
Alright.
Cool. And then he'll just
10
move over to
clothesline.
10 clothesline damage, hang out the washing. And then I just turn around, boo, elbow.
Alright. I think it's flanked now.
Cool.
Yep, 19 hits. Okay. Another 7 elbowing.
Oh, still up?
Yep, still up. So Dunning.
Right.
Finish him.
Come on. Let's have a go.
Oh, does that miss? No, that hits.
That hits?
Yep. Oh, and you would have had
God.
+1 anyway for the flanking.
Oh, yeah.
I was about to say that would be so miserable.
Ooh,
It'd be like
14.
playing Smiggles again.
Okay, it's looking, there's only a couple of them flitting about now. Okam.
Come on, Okam. It's time to show them how it's
Time
done.
to shine.
I think I got a broken sword, but that's okay. All right.
Yeah!
Finishes on a 20.
Bad time.
How do you take out this last swarm of phantasms?
Relieved.
He remembers to take the sword out of the scabbard.
Well, that's what you get with low intelligence. Yeah, that worked finally.
This look of relief on your face as you just cleave through the last ones. And these phantasms sort of fall apart and blow up in explosive sparks. And we are out of combat. And yeah, we still got a fair bit to go. I severely underestimated the time of this one. I apologize. But yeah, I'll be in touch with everyone. If you can do it next Wednesday, that'd be cool. We can also potentially negotiate a slightly different time if we need to. But yeah, I'll be in touch.
Sounds good, mate.
Thanks all.
It was good stuff. Thanks for that.
Good, yeah.
Thanks for playing, everyone.
Good plan.
Have a good week. Enjoy your weekend.
Catch ya.
See you later.